Welcome back to the Family Album. I'm your host, AJ Tenari.
And I'm Matt Glass.
Last week you heard our first Halloween episode where we talked about Oingo Boingo and Ghost, and we're going to continue that trend with this week's guest episode.
We got a very nice pair of fall and slightly winter-coated albums.
Yeah.
Even though one of the songs has August in it, but...
Shut up. Move past it. Anyway, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, and family heads of all shapes and sizes, it's an off week, so it's a guest episode. Please welcome our very special guest, a close friend of ours, Amanda Cunningham.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Of course, Amanda. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, living large.
Nice, nice. Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about your musical background, taste in music, any kind of experience with music, your job.
So I'm no musician or anything, but I love music. I've been growing up listening to music since out of the womb.
Nice.
In the womb. So
Baby Einstein.
Yeah, literally. So I love any type of music, rock, pop, folk, as we'll get into.
No spoilers.
Avril Lavigne's my number one. I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan, big Shinedown fan. I work in radio.
Nice.
Part-time, but I'm a full-time videographer. I'm just kind of everywhere.
And you just worked MMRBQ, right?
I did just work MMRBQ last weekend, and it was a dream come true. I got to meet Shinedown.
That's awesome. Well, really?
I did, yeah.
That's insane.
It was awesome. It was an 18-and-a-half-hour workday, but so worth it. So, I'm very, very lucky.
And we're back. so as you family heads know, the guests usually pick a theme for this week's album. So, Amanda, what is the theme that you have chosen?
Does fall count?
Or the artist.
I see. I chose Taylor Swift. And the two albums I chose were Folklore and Evermore.
Yes. Two albums I was very impressed by.
Me too. Oh my goodness. I do not want to speak ill of anybody, but I feel like there's always a weird, slight reputation when it comes to the Taylor Swift fan base.
Yes.
And it's one of those things where if you say Taylor Swift fan or Swiftie, sometimes you hear or whatever. But I gotta be honest with you, I see why so many people like her. She is a real artist. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, the songwriting on both of these albums is insane. Damn, I was blown away. These are my first Taylor Swift albums listening to fully. So
Same.
I was very impressed.
Yeah.
Me too.
So I always I'm going to preface this real quick for your listeners. There are going to be spoilers about the Eras tour because I know some people haven't went or are going. So I'm going to say that right now.
I like that.
There are going to be spoilers.
We'll put in a little alarm or something. You know what I mean? The spoiler alarm.
I'll put in
literally.
an alarm.
So I also want to preface I am not a degree.
Oh, neither are we.
Person with Taylor Swift. I'm just saying how I feel. So if anyone has a problem with it,
yeah,
we'll
deal with it. It's okay.
Exactly. It's our problem.
I'm sorry.
Listen, the Pentatonics fan base, we can fight anything at this point.
That is true. It's made us stronger people because of it.
So I always say I was actually just saying this on yesterday. Folklore and Evermore are completely different genres, if you will, from her past albums.
Oh my
Very
goodness,
much so.
yes.
But it's also her best songwriting.
Yes.
Lyrically. And I just think I fight with this all the time. Oh my God, what's my favorite Taylor Swift album? It is Folklore and Evermore are together. They're just...
They're sister albums. You can't really have one without the
Definitely,
other.
Exactly.
without a doubt.
Yeah, so it's just crazy how, I don't even know, because she had released Lover in 2019.
Yeah.
And then in 2019, 11 months after Lover released, she released Folklore, and that was during the pandemic. So she must have just been, canceling everything, obviously.
Yeah.
And been writing and recording, and it's just crazy. And then, not too long, and then... In December, Evermore came out, and it's just as a Taylor Swift fan, we were being fed. She was, giving the people what they want. So, but yeah, they're very good.
Yeah.
So I think we should start with Folklore.
Didn't even have to ask. We got a pro in the studio.
Fantastic.
All right.
So,
we usually do a little history to introduce the albums.
Good.
All right.
Go
So
for it.
Folklore was released July 24th, 2020 on Republic Records. And it was a surprise album that was written during quarantine, as Amanda just said, and served as a departure from her typical pop music format that she had been releasing, opting instead to take on a folksier, more intimate style.
Yes. Wow, that's crazy. I have the same things in my notes.
Yeah.
I will say this also won album of the year in the 2021
It
Grammys.
did, yes.
That was a great performance. I remember watching that on TV. I was like, yeah.
I knew where I was when Taylor Swift performed at the Grammys.
But yeah, like I said, like it's crazy how this was 11 months after.
Yeah.
Cover.
And just like a shadow drop too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, right. I was like, whoa. Oh, great.
Bro just spawned in.
Let's go. This released 2 days before my birthday, too.
Oh.
Shout
That's
out.
right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was, I remember cleaning the kitchen with my mom, and we were listening to the album, because, we were going to have my 21st, but, like, only my boyfriend came over because COVID.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, my God. I was like, wow, this is
Taylor
great.
Swift came to my birthday.
Literally. I'm
She's
like,
really here.
oh, my God. She's in
No,
my
she
kitchen.
really is. She's right here.
Oh my God! Please welcome to the
Taylor
studio.
Swift.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, bye, Taylor.
I
I know
see
you're
you.
busy.
Thanks for popping
Fuck
in.
out of here.
I had tried to. It's funny because I remember when this album like came out, and I don't think I was like entirely like open to a lot of like different music or like then. So when I tried to listen to this, I remember being like, "Oh, this isn't for me." But upon re-listening all these years later, I'm like, "Wow,
Yeah.
this is impressive."
I was genuinely blown away by what I heard. Because, like, yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. I knew that it was going to be, like, folksy, but I didn't know it was going to be, like, this, like, intimate. And I really appreciated that.
Yeah. So, in the very first opening song is called The One.
Damn, dude, she's fucking taking it away from us.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good. Go
It's
off.
okay, please.
Go off.
The very, very first line of that song is, I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit.
Yeah.
That is like, dude, she's crazy. Because
She said she cursed.
she curses
I
in these
know.
albums.
Yeah.
It's
I
wild.
believe these are the first 2 albums where she's like cursing.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Good.
So, yeah, right? I remember
More power to you.
first time I heard her say fuck, I was like,
I know, me too. I
not
was like,
my
yo.
Taylor
Whoa.
Swift.
I was like, what?
I was like, no. But yeah, like literally, she is on some new shit.
Yeah,
And
she is.
It's so good. I
And
mean,
it fucking works.
It does.
right? Yeah, I do. And I'm not, like, what's an alto? Is that the high?
That's the second lowest voice part in like the female voice parts for soprano, alto, tenor, bass.
Okay, I think that's like, she has so many ranges, and these 2 albums definitely do the lower side. So
Yeah.
it's like so much fun for me because I can like, oh, I can sing this now. Like, I'm not like busting a vocal cord here. But yeah, The One is very. I really like that song.
It's a very good way to open the album. It has almost kind of like an R&B kind of feel. There's like a little bit of a
Yeah.
shuffle to it.
She has like this flow throughout a lot of these tracks that I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this is really, really lending itself well to the material.
Yeah. Another like line. I like to like pick the lines apart.
Yeah.
Please do.
One of the lines is, "And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow." I
Yeah.
love that. She has a lot of lines like that throughout this album
that are
are
just
kinda-
killers.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's one on Evermore. I forget what the track is. We'll get to it when we get to it.
I
but,
wrote
like,
down like, I think 8 or 9 of
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Dude, one just like metal as fuck. And I was like, damn, this is tough.
Yeah, it's a great opening track. I mean, I feel like opening tracks can kind of suffer if like, if they're going completely new, it's like, okay, you're trying too hard. Let's backpack.
Like Life is But a Dream by Avenged Sevenfold.
so like this,
Yeah, can
this works.
agree.
Spoiler alert. I will preface a spoiler alert every time.
We'd like that.
But she does this note change. There's a line where it's like, you meet some woman on the internet and take her home. She had broken up with her boyfriend like 2 months into the tour. And she does like this massive note change when she sings that song. Chef's kiss. Dude.
Nice.
It's so good.
So I've noticed that there's like kind of like, I guess like motifs or like story elements that like repeat throughout the album. Like
Yes.
there's characters and
Yes.
such. So
Yeah.
do you have like any insight into like some of the story stuff, I guess, as we go on?
Like personally, or like what she said.
Just like what it's about, I guess.
So folklore has like this, like woodsy, like mythical type of theme around it.
Yeah.
And there's the love triangle.
Okay.
It's got James, Betty, and Inez, and each character does have a song dedicated to them. So I will say which ones
When we get there.
When we get there,
Cool.
I love
yeah.
it. I think it's a fun, different type of thing. Like,
It is.
A lot of people think Taylor Swift is writing about her personal experiences, but here's my thing. I want to go off track real quick. What artist doesn't write about their own life experiences?
That is such a good point because someone was one time criticizing her a long time ago, like, "Oh, you're writing about all your breakups." Literally every male artist does that all
Yeah.
the fucking time.
Yes, exactly. Like, why does it
Why
matter?
can't she?
Exactly. Like, okay, so what? She dated Jake Gyllenhaal. Guess what? We got the best fucking song from her all too well.
From the worst fucking dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
Mysterio.
oh God. And like, I just don't get it. Like, whatever. But
It's just, fucking edgy 14-year-olds on Twitter being fucking annoying
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
hating women.
When Alex Turner does it, everybody fucking loves it. But then when
Yeah.
Taylor Swift does it, like, oh, blasphemy.
yeah.
Heresy, how dare a woman speak her mind?
Yeah, literally. Oh, are you gonna write a song about me? Yes, yes, I
Get
fucking am,
fucked.
and I'm gonna make fucking millions off of it.
That had like as diff movie energy. Like, you're gonna write a song about me?
Yes.
I don't know why. Like, same vibe. But
Like-
no, I wholeheartedly agree.
It's just so annoying. But like, I like how she's obviously writing about personal experiences, but
Yeah.
having the fictional characters, like I don't know, it gives like a certain charm to the
Plus
album.
the atmosphere, it helps separate it from like her other work. It makes it
Yes.
feel like its own thing, which I like a lot.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
This is a minor thing, and I promise I'll be trying to be fast because we got a lot of stuff to go through.
We have a lot of tracks.
Yeah, we do. So her fans are speculating that some of her songwriting has been about the Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas split.
I like.
And I'm wondering if that's true because like that's kind of baller. That's kind of ballsy.
On here or just in general?
I don't remember where they said, but they were calling out some of the lyrics saying like, "Oh, she's something like, oh, she's been ready to go" or something like that.
Oh.
And like,
So sorry,
no,
I'm just like.
please.
And this is probably gonna get you guys a lot of hate. I just don't care. Some Swifties are fucking insane.
That is true.
And I like cannot get over it. Like these people like dissect everything this woman does. Whatever. She plays into it sometimes. Whatever, that's fine. But like Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas have been in a happy marriage, as far as everyone knows, up until like very recently. So like, what do you mean in 2020 she's writing a song about her fucking friends that, she foresaw? She's got like some like kind of orb that she can see into the future for?
Just a soothsayer.
The eye of Sauron.
Literally, like she's got like some kind of third eye.
breaking up today.
I don't know, like maybe she like had some insider. I don't know, because Joe Jonas is saying Sophie and Taylor aren't friends. Listen, I don't fucking care. Just write good music.
Exactly.
I will say there is a song on Fearless off of, like the re-record in the
Yeah.
vault. It's called Mr. Perfectly Fine. It is about Joe Jonas because her and Joe had dated. And
When they were like 18, right?
yeah. So like banger song, by the way. Fantastic. So like now I'm just wondering, Sophie Turner must be listening to that song like, yeah, fuck this guy. Taylor was right.
I'm taking the kids.
Literally, like, so, but I mean, who knows? Maybe.
I don't know if it was on these albums that she had said like the speculation is being like drawn from. I just know there was like some line that was like, oh, she's had her bags packed or something like that.
Yeah.
Like somewhere in her music career in like the last few years.
Yeah.
And people are speculating like, oh, it's about that, but it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of lore.
Yeah. There's a lot of folklore.
Hey, oh, I like that segue. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we're professionals.
Yeah, you're a professional.
Speaking of transitions, it's a little chilly in here. I'm glad I have my cardigan on. The king is back, Matt, and I'm not going fucking anywhere.
I'm overthrowing you. No. Track number 2, Cardigan.
Yes.
This song also like it fucks. It's pretty good.
It's nice, yeah.
I've heard it a lot on TikTok and like on like through the Instagram reels for us peasants.
Yeah.
I'm a peasant.
Same.
I just re-downloaded TikTok and it hasn't been
sorry.
It has
Oh,
been
yeah.
working and it kind of sucks. But anyway,
Sorry for your loss.
it's okay. I like the lyrics on this one a lot.
Yeah,
I love
they're
just
really good.
the whole motif of like, I don't know, you put on your old
Yeah,
cardigan
being discarded like an old sweater.
and him saying it's your favorite.
Yeah.
It's his favorite or something like that. Like that's, I don't know. I was like, a lot of things being felt here.
Yeah.
I also like the instrumentals are really interesting on this album, kind of like playing with a lot of synthesized and like acoustic. And it's really interesting hearing like a synthesized like drum beat on this song, but it works like pretty well. It's really like cool how she's able to play with these different like musical elements, but they all work and still fit in the same atmosphere and vibe.
So Cardigan is, I personally, out of any song she's ever written, I think this is her best lyrically.
Damn.
I think it's just such a like intense type of like storytelling.
Yeah.
And but bring it back to that love triangle. This is from Betty's point of view.
Okay.
So Betty, like think of Betty saying this
Yeah.
about James.
Okay.
So like it's just so it's so good. Like, I love the line, like, when you were young, they assume you know nothing. Like, who doesn't think kids just don't know anything?
No,
and,
for
like,
real.
And bring it back to, like, putting on your cardigan, you know, make me feel like I'm your favorite. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, like, crazy. And then Taylor Swift is, like, the queen of bridges.
Yes.
Yeah.
This bridge is ridiculous. Like, actually, I don't even know. Yeah, like, when you start with, like, trying to change the ending, Peter losing Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
That slant rhyme, though.
I know.
It's good.
It works.
Like, it's just, it's crazy. But this is foreshadowing, obviously, the other two
later
stories.
stuff.
Yeah. So it's just, she's a mastermind.
Plus, when you add on those fucking strings to any of these tracks, goddamn,
I know.
the orchestral elements are just so fucking nice.
They're
And
so nice and present. Like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
my
they
goodness.
do their best to just bolster every track, just, you know, accentuate her voice, but they never detract. They're always very subtly used, but used very well.
One of the tracks, like I don't remember which one. I think it's on here. Like the string arrangement is just absolutely insane.
know.
And like I almost was kind of like moved to tears because like it was genuinely just like I've never heard like a string arrangement in pop music, like really any kind of music, just like be used in such an artful yet not overwhelming way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just, I think quarantine definitely helped with experimentation.
Oh, for sure.
And this album is just crazy. But yeah, Cardigan is probably up there for one of my favorites off of the album. There wasn't like that many singles for this album. I would say
I can't
like,
really imagine.
Cardigan probably would be considered the single.
I think it was, and maybe the one. I could be wrong about that though.
Oh,
I feel like August was too.
August is a good one.
August is good.
Can't wait to get into that. But yeah, so Cardigan, I personally think it's her best song lyrically. Not that like other songs aren't good, but
Swifties, listen.
yeah, like don't come after me. But like she's just matured, and I think this album shows it.
It shows it very well.
It shows it a lot. So, but yeah, so that's the second.
Cardigan.
That's Cardigan.
And now I move on to track number 3, The Last Great American Dynasty. I thought this was pretty fun. A cool storytelling track, and with a lot of cool parallels I liked a lot.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of the song Dog Days by Florence and the Machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it had like the same like chord progression-ish, but like, oh my God, the bass in this song, I was so impressed. But like the beat's like all light and fun, and it's like, I don't know, just I like how even so she's still like incorporating like past elements of her old music into her new music, but it's also like this new like fresh.
Yeah, it blends.
Yeah, you can also like just really hear like the Jack Antonoff like esque things. He's like my favorite artist of all time.
Yeah.
So
he works wonders. I love him.
And he's all over this thing.
Yeah.
he's A-okay or Tay-okay with me.
Hey, okay, I like
Teo
that.
Cruz.
Teo Cruz.
He's Teo Cruz with me.
Oh my god. Yeah, like you guys said, I just think it's like a very cute uplift, like upbeat type of song. I just think like it's a fun story about a girl who like just had a mess of a life, honestly. Like you know,
and how like the public kind of perceived her.
Yeah.
And it was unfair.
exactly. Like, and then she, you know, flew on a bitch pack friends from the city. I love that. Like, fuck you guys, I'll just bring my friends and like we'll just make a mockery of everything. Like, I mean,
Get freaked, prudes.
that's literally what she said. Rebecca in the song was literally like, fuck you guys, prudes. Like, it's just, I wouldn't consider it like a deep cut by any means, like the song, but I just think it's fun.
Yeah.
Upbeat, you know.
It's a solid track for what it is.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. She like, when she sings this, like, there goes the loudest woman this town's ever seen. She kind of like yells it at the concert. And it's like, yeah. Yeah, you are the loudest woman for 3 nights in
That's
a row.
good.
Hell yeah.
It's great. But yeah, that's track 3.
Anything else about track 3?
Nah, I'm excited to talk about track number 4 for a sec, though.
Oh, yes.
This track, Exile, number 4, my God, the melody of this one is so intoxicating.
Yeah.
Also, Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
Is that how you say
Yes,
it?
Bon Iver.
Bon Iver. Sorry. Oh, man. Well, Bon Iver.
Wait, I'm glad you said that was the correct way because I've been saying Bon Iver too.
Yeah, it's Bon Iver. So I actually had no prior experience. The only other prior experience to Bon Iver that I had was Kanye West Monster off Dark Twisted Fantasy. So I was like, oh, this is what he sounds like without fucking like crunchy auto-tune. I'm like, whoa.
Wow, I was not expecting you to say Kanye West.
Yeah.
That's wild. How did Taylor Swift work with them? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because of the feud.
Yeah, right?
You know what? Bon Iver, get out of here. You're canceled.
Get a new name. I'm just kidding.
Get out
We're
of
working in 2008 with Kanye West.
This song though, like Bon Iver is such a great feature.
Yeah.
Like they really just do a good job like on this track. The lyrics on this one are really my voice cracked a little. The lyrics on this one are like so tight.
Yeah.
Like so tight.
I also really like how their voices kind of balance each other out with
Yeah.
Bon Iver doing this really like deep, like kind of monotone voice
Yeah.
and Taylor going a lot higher. It's very nice.
I'm not a huge fan of features on songs. Very rarely will I
Yeah.
enjoy a feature. I love this feature. I think because, like you said, their voices balance each other out. I
Yeah.
think it's an actual story where she's like, I gave you so many signs. And he's like, I never saw the
Yeah.
warning signs. It's like, oh, that's just so good.
Great storytelling.
Like, it's just so good. And she's like, and when she sings, like, I've seen this film before, so I'm leaving at
Yeah.
the side door.
I do like
great.
how like the motif of film is like very like repetitive on this album. It comes up a lot, which I like a lot.
Yes, it's just great lyrics. What
Good
can I say?
metaphors.
Yeah,
We love
exactly.
that.
Bon Iver.
It's got it all.
No, I think this one was definitely like the first chorus that I really liked like
Yeah.
so much on this album.
Yeah.
Like it's just so great. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I just love how it's like this simple piano.
I do.
too.
That melody
Like,
is so fucking. Ooh.
I love how they sing it too. Like
Yes.
that's I don't know, just great thing of nuance there.
Yeah, it's when you're trying to sing this along and you're trying to get both parts. It's something. It's like that Mike Wazowski meme where he's like at the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Foreground, background.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So that's how I feel when I try to sing this. But this is a top 5 for me off of this album.
I could see why.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Now we move on to track number 5, My Tears Ricochet.
Bro, a Wurlitzer? Are you kidding me?
What is this? American football?
My God, though, when I heard it, I was like, this is I loved like the instrument setup for all these tracks.
Yeah.
Because each one like offers something new, but it's not
I know.
overwhelming. And it's really just used so purposefully.
And it sounds like unique on every track.
Yes.
Like every track is similar, but there's something about the music that makes it unique. And it's helps make it memorable and like just good.
it kind of like it gives off the same like unique sound as like or at least like the ever-changing sound. It kind of reminds me like pacing wise of like God Save the Animals a little
Yeah.
bit, where like it kind of has something different, but it all kind of like works together as like one like cohesive thing.
That's a really good comparison.
And you know, like just I really love like the choices of instruments for each of these tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially later down the line.
Yeah.
But when I heard the Wurlitzer, just the like little like vibrating like thing, I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like,
This is it. This is the money shot.
We got it.
I love this song. From my perspective, it's kind of like if I had to dissect what it's about, it's like, you know, I think of a person, like I almost think of it as sort of like a lullaby in a way of like a person who, you know, gave their all to their partner and like loved them and all that stuff, but then they were not given the same respect. And it's just kind of like, well, you had to kill me, but it killed you just the same.
Yeah.
oh, such
love
a
that.
good line. Such a good line.
I also love the line, you wear the same jewels that I gave you as you bury me. That's another really good one.
Damn.
Like,
Damn.
and then it's another one is, and if I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake? Like,
Whoa.
yeah, it's just so good. I just can't explain it. There is one song on here that I am going to get into that I think it's the deepest song off of the album, but I think this is kind of a good, like,
Yeah, this one's nice.
foreshadow in a way.
Yeah.
It's just really like, I mean, if you have been in that type of situation, I mean, this definitely hits close to home.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you give everything and it's just like,
And they don't get back.
no. So I just think that's a good representation.
I love like this track. It like kind of brings up the point. I think the way she articulates her feelings, like lyrically, is just so impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like putting that sense of wordplay in it, it just really like paints such a nice picture and such a clear picture
Yeah.
too. Like it's effective, but you don't have to think like too hard about it either.
Yeah.
So Taylor Swift is a real artist. And I heard that just hearing her live and seeing her live is just like the craziest experience. Joe Gatto said she's one of the best entertainers out there.
Impractical Jokers
Oh my
fame.
god! Wait, I was gonna say I love Joe Gatto. Oh my god, he's my favorite. Well, not anymore.
Oh, rip.
He's not
Yeah,
my
here's
favorite.
going through it right now.
Yeah, but oh my god, he's right. She is like it's crazy.
I mean, like, I'm impressed from this album alone. This honestly made me want to go kind of see a concert.
It made me kind of curious to explore some of her like other discography. I really want to hear 1989 because I hear that one's really good.
Yeah, I would say 1989. I thought that was her peak.
Yeah.
And that concert, I mean, I've seen her for 1989 Rep and then the Eras tour. Don't come at me. I just, I like her. But like, oh my God, 1989 was just so much fun.
Yeah,
was
it's like
just
synth
so
pop,
upbeat.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just so much fun from the beginning to the end. Like, I don't think I ever stopped dancing when I went there. I love 1989. Her version is coming out October 27th.
Hell yeah.
So I'm
I'm going to
very
be on the
excited.
lookout for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm very, very excited. So it's just like, because a lot of people, not to deter, but real quick, like, because, she's gone from country to pop to, folk
to
and
back to pop.
Back to pop.
Yeah.
So it's like, it could be kind of like whiplash.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, what am I listening to?
But I feel like it's paced out very well
Yes.
because
Yes.
she has such like a long discography, so it kind of like leads into things
Yes.
and like
So I would recommend 1989.
yeah.
I think
to
it's very
know.
good.
I'll have to give that a listen.
I'll definitely have to give it a listen so that when it comes out, I can like do a
Yeah.
comparison.
Yeah.
Maybe that'd be a good thing to talk about later on.
Possible discussion, possible family meeting, if you will.
Possible, maybe even Instagram reel. We could just talk about it.
That is also true.
We're trying to expand our content, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pals.
I love that.
But now we move on to track number 6. Honestly, one of, if not my favorite tracks from both of these albums.
Nice.
I love Mirrorball. I
Bro,
really like this
it's
track.
so
Okay, I
good.
like
Yeah.
that.
It's
I like that.
it's like management and M83 mixed
Yes,
with like a
dude.
school dance.
I know.
Like, oh my God. It's so good.
Yeah, it's so like light, so tender. I love her vocals during the chorus, how high they go.
I was just gonna say, I love the way she sings it. It's so
Yes.
pretty. It's very pretty. It's very calming.
It's very
Like,
delicate.
Yes. Oh, shout out to Reputation. That's a song off Reputation.
We don't shout out Reputation.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's funny because I actually know somebody who that's like one of their favorite albums.
That's crazy.
I gave it a re-listen, and there are some bangers on there, but it's definitely like not in my top
Yeah.
at all.
They this particular friend will be like, "Oh, you're in your Reputation era, or you're in your," and I'm like,
My
That's the
God, I hope
problem-
not.
Yeah, that's my problem with Reputation. Like, she's so angry, I feel like, and upset and hurt. Like,
Yeah.
that's not my Taylor. My Taylor's 1989 Taylor. What are we doing? But anyway, back to Mirrorball.
"So good."
God, I just love this track.
I love like the hush when no one is around. Like I just love the chorus.
I love like the instrumental, like the use of sleigh bells, just like adds just like a nice extra layer to it.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Her intuition with just like what works sonically is just so great all across
Yeah.
both records.
I know.
And she's just a real artist. She's probably one of the only like mainstream artists who's just so genuine, probably has such a huge following.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, it's just enjoyable through and through, I
Yeah.
would say, in content. One funny thing about this song, this friend I mentioned earlier, she had posted, you know how like on Instagram you can like now post like whatever song you're thinking of in
Yeah.
like the chat section or whatever.
Yeah.
So they they had posted like, oh, a little snippet of Mirrorball, and just to be funny, I put "There Better Be a Mirrorball" by the Arctic Monkeys because my thing would have appeared right next to their thing. So there better be a Mirrorball, and then Mirrorball. So I was like, this is
Nice.
fun.
That's good. That's good. But yeah, but like it sounds cute, but like it's a sad song.
Yeah.
In a way, it's about fitting in and like trying to fit in. I love the line, "I've never been a natural. All I do is try, try, try."
Yeah.
Like that's sad. But
Standing on my tallest tiptoes.
yeah,
Oh my
I'm still
gosh.
trying everything to keep you looking at me. Like it's sad. I mean, like you shouldn't have to.
I know, it's like
fit in.
try for affection.
Yeah, literally. But I have in my notes, no one should have to try that hard to fit in. Not to get deep for a second, but like,
Taylor, you fit in here.
yeah, right next to us in this chair.
Exactly. Oh, she's back.
Oh my god,
Great to see you again.
All right, bye, Taylor.
this is our show.
AJ, the poor editing that you'll have to do later.
I'm doing this to myself at this point.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, it's funny.
But yeah, like you're a natural. Get it? Because she says, I've never been a natural.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amanda.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I tried.
7 is the next track. Or unless Matt wanted to say something.
I was just gonna say one last thing with Mirrorball. I love the drums on this. Just the muted sound.
They're so like low in the mix, but they sound so nice. Especially that ride cymbal is so delicate.
Oh my god! Just everything about Mirrorball is just amazing through and through.
I think it's an underrated song.
Agreed.
I personally
100%.
do.
I agree.
All right, now we move on to number 7. 7.
I
And,
never noticed that.
Neither did I. Literally not until right now. I cannot believe that.
Big Taylor
Well,
Swift
you're
fan
welcome.
here.
Yeah. What can I say? I'm a bit of a Swiftie now.
What a fascinating rhythm this one has.
This reminded me a lot of The Ambassador, this track.
Yeah. I can see that. It's definitely very Gabriel Kahane coded,
Yeah,
like
in the
without a doubt.
verses especially.
There's like a nice like marching pace that happens like underneath, and I really like it. Also, just like the acoustic guitar in the right channel on like
Yeah.
like on like the beat is very, or accenting the beat is like very, very nice.
I also love her flow of the lyrics on the chorus, the sweet tea in the summer.
Oh my god, I
That's
love
so
the way
fucking
that.
good.
Yeah.
AJ, we have like the same note. I literally wrote her flow in the album is really good on this track.
You see, Family Heads, every episode, Matt and I have like this little like lesion in our bodies that is connected, and each episode we grow closer and closer.
It's a parasitic creature, actually.
Yes.
We're psychically linked.
Yes, we are a hive mind.
I love that for you too.
Thank you. Thanks,
It makes
Amanda.
the chemistry even better.
Exactly.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god. So the drums.
They're gonna be Siamese twins. before we know it.
Exactly.
The drums complement the track so well. I don't remember. So, do you guys know the band that was previously known as Lady Antebellum?
Yes.
Yeah.
And how they're now called something else?
Lady A.
Lady A.
Okay.
This song remind me of like one of their songs, but like, or their overall like musical vibe, but like toned down.
Okay.
And I really like that a lot.
Yeah. I will say the song isn't like my top song, but it's good.
I really enjoy this one. I also thought it was a cool like playing with structure thing, how the bridge comes before the second verse,
Yes.
which is really like, it's like, oh, whoa, it's keep me on my toes, Taylor.
Exactly. Yeah. Literally.
On your tallest tiptoes.
On my tallest tiptoes.
I love the line "Love you to the moon and to Saturn."
Yeah.
That's just very cute. I've seen a lot of people get tattoos with that. I think it's different because usually a lot of people say "I love you to the moon and back." Like, well, fuck the moon. We're going to
Even
Saturn.
farther,
fuck
dude.
the
Yeah,
moon.
literally.
All my homies hate the moon.
Mr. Moon.
I hate the moon if that's the case. Fucking Tally Hall.
Side of the moon. But
Okay, let's not get carried away. it's only funny when I do it.
sorry, I didn't mean to take your thunder.
Oh man.
So, but yeah, I will say shout out to Pennsylvania being
Yeah,
mentioned
dude,
in this
I wrote that
song.
down. I said, "Go Birds."
Fuck the both of you. As a New Jersey fan, fuck the both of you. No, I'm not a fan. I'm just from New Jersey.
Yeah.
I can't wait
I
to
hate New
talk
Jersey.
about. There's a song in Evermore that mentions a certain football team, and I'm very excited to get
I will
to
say it again.
But yeah, so spoiler alert. At the tour, when she's going into the folklore era, the transition,
yeah.
it's very like there's just this really. I forget what the visual was on the LED screen. I think it was like water or whatnot, but she was talking, and I think
And the Eagles logo just faded in.
You can hear it actually.
and then the Fly Eagles Fly song just started. Yeah. But like I have fuzzy memories, so don't come at me, Swifties. But I think she's saying words of this song.
Oh, cool.
And it's just really like it's nice, you know. And I'm like, cool. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pennsylvania. I can't believe she said it in the song. I'm
Shout
like, yeah,
out.
that's my state.
That's us.
She is from Reading, Pennsylvania, for
Yeah.
those of you who might not know.
She is.
I feel like I heard that somewhere, but I don't. I'm thank you for the reminder. Honestly,
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Don't fucking forget, all right, dude?
sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, come on now.
Anything else about
Sorry. That's good for me. I'm good on 7.
Yeah, I enjoyed 7. And now we move on to August.
Woo! I love this song.
This one reminds me of "You're My Home" by Billy Joel.
Oh.
Just kind of like the same like tempo and stuff like that. Kind of a similar beat, but it's got like this nice like 2000s pop beat
Yeah.
kind of happening. And this is the one that reminded me a lot of "Gone Now"
Okay,
by
yeah,
Bleachers, like for sure. Her voice in this song in particular, for some reason, just really stood out to me. I really just like love what she was doing, and then
Yeah.
also like the little electric guitar bits
So
that occurred.
good.
Like, oh man,
So
so
nice.
good, so good.
Yeah.
I also like how I think it's a part during the second chorus, just everything drops out besides her voice and like a little bit of like a heartbeat kind of like driving the track.
She's very the heartbeat is a very common thing in her songs, and she records her own heartbeat.
Oh, really?
Like if you listen to Wildest Dreams in the beginning, that's her heartbeat.
Damn.
And then if you listen to a very recent song, it's called "You're Losing Me" from Midnight's. There's a heartbeat in it, and it's her heartbeat.
That's crazy.
It's not just like a bass
It's
drum.
not just a beat; it's a heartbeat.
She just bleeds music. Like, that's crazy.
So I love that. I think it makes it a lot more like,
oh yeah.
deeper depending on the song. So yeah, is that everything you had to say?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go off.
This song, when it turns August, it's an unhealthy amount how much I play it. Obviously,
That makes sense.
I love this song. This is another song off of the Love Triangle. This
Okay.
is from Inez's point of view.
Gotcha.
So like basically, there's James, Betty, and Inez. James and Betty were a couple. Then they broke up. James like cheated? Question mark. I mean, I don't know.
Went to Inez.
They went to
yeah.
Inez. But Inez was like, she really liked him. Hence this song. Like, So like in the one bridge where she's like, to live for the hope of it all, like cancel plans just in case you call. And then she was like, so much for summer love and saying us because you weren't mine to lose.
Ooh.
I felt bad for Inez in this. I'll be honest. But the bridge is great. I love
The bridge is really fucking good.
the melody, like the way she sings it. Like Matt said,
Yeah,
it's
she just
Her
reaches.
delivery.
Yeah.
Her delivery is insane.
It's very, very good. Spoiler alert. She wears different like she has different versions of the outfits she wears for each era. And one night, it was towards the very end of the tour, she announced 1989 Taylor's version, but like no one knew it for sure, but we were assuming it. But she wore blue all night, which is that album's color scheme. So we were like, oh, we're definitely getting it. And she wore a blue dress for this era, and it's fucking criminal that she did not have that since the beginning. It was beautiful. That's all I wanted to say. Do better.
Well, thank you, Amanda.
We were robbed. I was robbed. I was robbed. Do better.
One last thing I'll say about this track too is that like I feel like the way that she incorporates her classical elements, like just like in all the tracks, but like this track especially, I'm like, pop off.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, Nate Roos.
Yes.
What? God damn it. For fuck's sake. Can we go
I'll
one
get the
day?
spray. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize about
Can't
that.
get no peace ever.
Not when Nate's around.
Anyway, shall we keep going?
Yeah, Matt, that's me trying when Nate's in the fucking studio.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. I very much appreciate you trying. But number 9, this is me trying. The song is a whole ass vibe.
For those who couldn't see, because you can't, after I beautifully set up Matt for a transition and he knocked it down,
segue.
I would kind of did like little pointer fingers. I was like, Anyway, this is a nice song.
The chemistry.
Exactly, the hive mind.
Yeah.
The hive mind. I'm breaking free. No, this song is a whole ass vibe for sure. Just like the organ, there's like this like buzzing that kind of happens a little bit, and then like the drums, like just my god, these lyrics are fucking incredible. Oh my god.
I had mentioned, remember how I said there's one song that's like very deep?
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, this is the one that almost moved me to tears with the string arrangement.
Yeah.
This song and the lyrics is actually incredible. When she's like, pulled the car off the road to the lookout, could have followed my fears all the way down. I mean, that's like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. That's intense. That's super, super intense. And then when she's like, but here I'm on your doorstep instead, like that's crazy. A lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah.
And I think that's another good thing that she does with her songwriting. She, takes experiences or like inspirations of what she's, maybe read or whatever, and then like incorporates it, and a lot of people can relate to it. Like, it's crazy. And then another line is pouring out my heart to a stranger, but I didn't pour the whiskey. That's another like, whoa. Like, that's deep. That's my favorite line in the song because like, a lot of bad things could happen if she went the other way. So it's just kind of, there's just a lot of things
It's a powerful song.
It really
this
is.
song is. So I didn't mean to get like deep in there.
No,
but
please pop off.
That's the point.
This song is like, a lot of people might not be doing their best or like, struggling. And I think this song puts light on it. Like you're struggling, but they're trying. This is me trying.
You're
like,
pulling
I'm
through.
trying to be a better person. And it's hard. It's hard to like trying to change, certain ways or like, bad
Get through a
habits.
tough situation.
Yeah. So
Without a doubt,
I
for
think
sure.
this song really kind of, I think this is the deepest song on the album for me. It gets me in here. Where they're like, that.
And
that
pulls
thing,
on the
thing that
heartstrings.
beats. Yeah.
It's Taylor's heart specifically.
Yeah. But okay, I'm done. AJ?
I did enjoy This is me trying. Very tender. It's a nice change up like musically. Like the emphasized bass drums out throughout this track is like very effective. And yeah, the string feature is just fucking incredible.
My goodness. It's like the only way I can even describe it is just celestial.
Yeah.
Like, they're just, it feels like you're just like, I don't even know. Like, it feels like you're almost levitating when you listen to them or whatever. Like, something about it. I literally was starting to kind of well up with tears a little bit.
Yeah.
Just, it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
About something that's so like, like people can feel really misguided about like a topic like this. And like people could be struggling with this. And it's like, I don't know, something about it. It all hit me at once. And I was like, Taylor.
Yeah. Absolutely. I almost wish this was on the set list because it's just super. Woo. All right. That's it.
All right. Moving on to the next one, we have Illicit Affairs, a nice little acoustic ditty.
I love this song. The bridge. Oh my God. And you want to scream, don't call me kid, don't call me baby. Look at this godforsaken mess that you made me.
Yeah.
And then you showed me colors I can't see with anyone else. And then she does the same thing. And then she's like, look at this idiotic fool that you made me. You taught me a secret language I can't speak with anyone else.
Damn.
That's crazy because, like, let's say you're in a relationship for however long you are. And then, like, I mean, that's true. Like, if you, like, go your separate ways, like, they instill habits into you and vice versa. And it's just like, oh, well, I can't make that joke or like I can't say this because like no
They're
one
not gonna
else will get it.
Yeah.
Like it's just a me and you thing. And it's just like, oh my God. Like you never think of it that way. It's just, I love it. I think it's hard to pick a favorite song, but I think Illicit Affairs might be my favorite.
Cool.
Off of the album. I love it. And then when she's like, and you know damn well for you, I would ruin myself a million little times. Like,
And then there's like this boom sound effect that's like right underneath when she says that every time. And I'm like, oh my God, like, wow.
I also like the line, what started with beautiful rooms ends with meeting in parking lots.
I know. Like, it's so good.
The saxophone is also a very nice touch.
Yes.
In the left ear.
Love a little saxophone.
Very much, again, can hear the Jack Antonoff, like,
The influence, Mr. Bleacher.
He went off.
at time of recording, he just released a new song for his fourth studio album.
Oh, shit.
I think it's just, he's just referring to it as B4, like the letter B and the number 4. But,
Is it coming out this year?
I think so.
Nice.
Either this year or next year. But like, oh my gosh, I'm already very excited because I think he's continuing with his little like take the sadness out of Saturday Night feel.
That's
which
cool.
is a very like rugged, like rockabilly kind of fusion.
Nice.
But yeah, Jack Antonoff, thank you so much for contributing
Yes.
on this
Folklore
album.
by Taylor Swift.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I love this song so much.
All right, moving on to Invisible String. This one grew on me a lot. I actually really,
This is a
really
cute song.
enjoyed
This
this
is a
song.
very cute song.
Yeah. I like the Baroque element specifically on this track. I really enjoyed.
Oh my God, yeah. Does it? I believe it has the my favorite thing, AJ.
Pizzicato
The
strings.
pizzicato strings.
Oh, I gotta love it.
Eating out of the palm of your hand.
Yep, that is crucial to the lore.
It's true. It's true. No, it's great. This song, unfortunately, has the one thing that I didn't like from the Sour and the Renee Rapp, the hee hee hee.
Oh,
kind of
no,
thing.
it did.
It did at one point.
Oh, nuts.
But it's okay. It's okay. I can
Yeah.
forgive it here because the album is paced so well.
That is true. It also only happens once, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This song is very cute. I like the line, like, isn't it just so pretty to think all along there was an invisible string tying to me? That's very cute. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, again, like a deep one, like This Is Me Trying or whatever,
Yeah.
but I like it. It's very like upbeat. It's,
Yeah.
it's like a nice like,
It's a nice kind of like bring up from
Yeah, it's a
that.
nice break from
starting
the-
like the energy like to
Yeah,
build back up.
Exactly. So it's like pretty straightforward. Like, I'm so happy to be with you. Like,
Yeah.
I like the line, hell was the journey, but it brought me heaven.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a really cute line. Spoiler alert. This was on the set list.
Nice.
She took it off when her and Joe broke up.
Oh,
This is about them.
that's sad.
I was like, oh. Well, then I think she replaced it with The One.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna hate it.
I'll take the one.
I'll take it. But yeah, no, I like the song a lot. It's definitely not a skip
Yeah.
for sure.
All right. Next up, we got Mad Woman.
I really, really like this track. The subdivisions on the beat are like just the 1 EN to 2 EN to 3 EN to 4 EN. Like, oh my God. Something about that with the guitar is just amazing. And then like, oh my gosh. But I will say, even though I love this track, I think my fatigue was kind of reaching me here a little bit.
I
but
agree.
that's only because of the length of the album. This song is still really good.
Yeah.
It's a very long album.
Yeah.
I love how intense this song is compared to the other tracks. Like, oh my gosh. And the theme is great.
Yeah.
I love the whole like message.
Absolutely. I'm glad you said that because that's what I have in my notes. Like, I feel like women have like a stereotype sometimes to overreact, and I think like this song really kind of
Addresses that, yeah.
and it's like,
Does it very well.
yeah. So I like it. It's another like the fatigue, like you mentioned, is definitely rolling in
Yeah.
to here. It's not that I don't hate anything past this. It's just like it's a very long album.
It is long. And it's like, as I did mention that like there's enough musical diversity that like things don't sound the same, but it does have a kind of similar vibe. We're like, okay, I kind of get it by this point.
Yeah.
And I still thoroughly enjoyed everything after this one, to be honest with you. Like, that's the thing that's amazing about this.
Yeah, there's a couple tracks coming up that's like another favorite of mine.
Yeah. For sure. Oh no, you go.
Okay.
They both just raised their arms at the same time to say, no, you go.
Amanda has been inducted into the hive mind, actually.
AJ and I used to be co-hosts at one point as well.
We did a show together when we were in college.
Yeah, so we kind of got that like...
That bond.
Yeah, we got that chemistry.
What are you trying to say, AJ?
That you have a lot to live up to, dude, all right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean... Uh-oh. I think a divorce is on the horizon.
I think Matt is gaining free will.
A big no-no.
Anyway, oh my God, the electric guitar stuff in this track too, just such a nice touch. And then I love how the beat gets more intense as the song
goes on.
Yeah. Like, oh my God.
I like the line, I'm taking my time because you took everything from me.
Yeah,
I thought
good.
that was a good one.
Hell yeah.
Next up, we got Epiphany. This one's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, like yet again, like the synth and like orchestral work in this song.
Yeah.
Incredible. Like I could just sit and listen to the song for hours.
I know.
Yeah.
Like the atmosphere the song exudes is like really impressive. I saw like a reviewer, like a critic, like describe it as like suffocating but hopeful.
Yes.
Yeah.
This song got me because when this album released, it was during the height of the pandemic, and the line where it's like something med school did not cover, someone's daughter, someone's mother holds your hand through plastic now. I'm like,
oh my God.
I know.
Oh, that
Brutal.
really was like, you know what? I'll be straight up honest. This song I like only listened to once at the time because like it was
too much.
real. Just
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't want to like be sitting here thinking about it, like, because the album was such a distraction from everything. And then but this is good.
Yes.
It's like looking back now, I'm like, oh yeah, she was on something. She had
gosh.
it.
Like honestly, like this song at times feels like really eerie.
Yeah.
Like just like lyrically and like I guess tonally. And it's very effective as like a storytelling piece and just like an emotional piece.
Yeah. 20 minutes, only 20 minutes to sleep, but you dream of some epiphany, just one single glimpse of relief to make some sense of what you've seen. That's like
bars.
It really fit.
fire.
Like, the instrumental just really fits the title of the song.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Like for a song called Epiphany, it sounds like you're ascending into heaven. Good news, everyone. No, but yeah, this is some of the most cathartic material I've ever heard.
Yes.
Dude, plus those fucking trumpets, bro.
I know.
Oh, anything
my
with
God.
trumpets just like heightens
I know,
it
dude.
instantly.
Love me my horn sections and my strings and music.
Yeah.
I was really blown away. Like, again, even though the fatigue was kind of reached in the last track, like the fact that it was able to get me to like
It comes back. Like it's crazy. Like after like Mad Woman, I had this like the same thing. Like, oh, I'm feeling like I'm ready for it to be over. But then like the next two tracks, and I'm like,
okay,
Yeah, right.
okay.
I'm back in.
Quite literally. But yeah, this song, amazing. This is I don't think I added this to my playlist, but I'm going to add this to my playlist.
fair.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got another favorite of mine. I love Betty. This song's great.
This is gonna sound so weird, but my boyfriend loves this song, so like I low-key think of it as our song, even though it's not like the happiest song or like, but it's just so cute. And I love Betty. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's like so Bob Dylan inspired, and I love that.
Yeah.
The fucking harmonica. Just
oh my God, the harmonica is chef's kiss. For sure. I love it. I was about to say that I just heard you go,
And I assume family heads, you'll hear a special someone when that happens. Fan favorite.
Oh man, keep going, Amanda.
But she does say fuck in this. It
Love that.
It was a very, like, I was like, not my Taylor, but yeah, it was great. From the love triangle, this is Betty's, or no, this
James's
is
point of view?
James's
Yeah,
point
yeah.
of view.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So it's very cute. I like the line like, I'm always 17, I don't know anything, but I know I miss you. Like, yeah, like that's fair. It's such a cute song. I love it. It's a great way to like tie up the love triangle in a way. And Taylor Swift did say she thinks that Betty and James did end up together.
Aw.
So, and I like to think that too.
Betty and James fans, good for you.
Yeah. I'm a fan. I like this song has a lot of lyricism that ties back to August and to Cardigan, which
Yeah.
I did notice
like.
that.
Like when he says, I was walking home on broken cobblestones.
Yeah.
Just thinking of you when she pulled up. Like in August.
High
like
heels
when
on
she's
cobblestone.
Like,
Yeah.
Yep. And then in August when she's like, when I pulled up and said, James, get in the car or whatever, like it's all tying in together.
Yeah.
Very nicely.
I knew this song prior to listening to this album. I didn't like. I knew of the song Betty, but I didn't know it was on Folklore because I think like someone had played it like in a car ride or whatever. Like actually a few car rides, and I'd be like, "Oh, who is this?" They're like Taylor Swift. I'm like, "Really? Wow." It was a while ago, but and I mean no hate because this song is fucking great. The lyrics of the song are very good. The only thing that is unfortunate, this song reminds me flow wise and like tone wise as like From God's Perspective by Bo Burnham.
Oh.
It like kind of reminds me of that song just a little bit.
Okay. I'd never heard it. So
It's one of his more tamer songs, I will say.
Okay,
Thank God.
fair.
Enter all the Swifties who are like, you're wrong, this is a man.
No.
I'm gonna stab you.
No, it brings back up like
the energy.
the energy, I think so.
And it's just a nice like little just classic like 60s folk song inspired.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, on to Peace, the penultimate track on the bass album. This one's really interesting musically.
Yeah.
How it has like these like techno kind of vibe with like these synthesized instruments.
Yeah, with the sequencer.
Yeah.
That was pretty tight.
But I do really like how subtle it is. And it's like really like puts the focus all on Taylor as she sings, but it's still like enough to like keep it like driving.
Yeah. A lot of things with her songs that are, because this song is about her and Joe.
Okay.
A lot of things with songs that are about Joe, she mentions a lot of like blue in her lyrics because I guess that's his favorite color. It's just something I guess she reminds her of him. So like when she's like, if your Cascade Ocean Wave Blue comes, like all these people think love's for show, but I would die for you in secret.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Now, clarify for me and the other audience members who might not know. We're not talking about Joe Jonas, are we?
No,
Okay.
we're talking about Joe. I don't know how to say his last name. Alwyn.
Okay.
Because we mentioned Joe Jonas earlier.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
So
yes.
I just wanted to clarify.
Just like Taylor Swift, we have parallel storytelling.
Exactly.
Exactly. No, it's not Joe Jonas. It is Joe Alwyn, however you say it. He's a British actor. They were dating for 6 years and
Damn.
they broke up. And I know, I thought he was the one. I was bummed out. I'm like,
The one.
Exactly. She wrote a song about it.
yeah, literally. But yeah, so it's definitely bittersweet, kind of like going back listening to songs that you know is
Yeah.
about like her and Joe. But this is good. It's
I do like lyrically how it's just about like a journey of maturity and like how
Yes.
she's just like coming to terms with just like growing as a person. I really like that a lot as a theme.
I think the last few lines where it's like, would it be enough if I could never give you peace? Because
Yeah.
like, relationships are complex.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, so like sometimes depending on what happens, like you might not ever be like 100%, but it's like, is that okay? Because
Yeah.
like you balance each other out, like to get to like 100%, if that makes sense. So I like that line. I think that's another deep one.
All right. On to the final track of the base album, we have Hoax.
Your faithless love's the only hoax I believe in. God damn.
She's killing it with these like lines.
She's got bars on bars, dude.
In my opinion, this has the best lyrics on the entire album.
Okay. I like that.
You are more than welcome to disagree, but
No.
in my opinion, I feel like,
Hey.
oh my God.
There is no wrong opinion.
You know I left a part of me back in New York. You know the hero died, so what's the movie for? I was
Yeah.
like, God damn.
I love those film motifs, baby.
Like, holy shit.
My barren land, I am ash from your fire.
Wrote that one down.
Yep.
Yep.
And
That was
that's a
fucking
one.
good.
That's a good one.
It does definitely feel like a closer to the album. So I like it for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't want no other shade of blue.
I see. Symbolism.
What you, no other sadness in the world would do.
Aw.
That's crazy.
It's kind of cool how she just references her like own lore
I know.
within the songs, but
Yeah.
it's not like so on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here and there, but like it works.
Yeah, it's not like Starbomb,
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's nothing like Starbomb.
much to Tom's dismay.
Tom would hate this album.
Exactly.
No, but oh my God. I love the way that like the instruments like swell like lightly in the background and like the small strings that just kind of like ring silently like
yeah.
Yeah.
kind of in like the upper part of like the tracks like orientation and stuff like that. Like, oh my goodness.
It's a good closer.
Yes.
Yeah, a very good closer. Which I think the opening and the closing tracks of an album are very important.
Yes.
Because, that's like the beginning of the story and then the end of the story, and you need to like hit it on the
You need to
nails.
hook them in and then
Yeah.
make it like satisfying.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like Freytag's pyramid.
Yes, exactly like that. You mentioned this before. I'm not going to forget this time.
He was like, yes.
No, yes.
Oh man. I mean, honestly, I don't have a lot to say
Yeah.
about Hoax. I mean, it's just a great closer.
It is.
Best lyrics. It's got some
Yeah.
banger lyrics.
Yeah.
I wrote a lot more lyrics on the next album.
Yeah.
That like really, really stood out to
I'm
me.
very excited to get to the next album.
But
But we do have one more track because we did the deluxe version
Yes.
of Folklore.
We did.
And this is The Lakes.
was that a fucking oboe I heard in the lakes? I think I heard an oboe.
That could have been an oboe.
Like, oh my God.
I will fact check that, but that might be an oboe.
It was some sort of woodwind instrument that was happening, and I was like, this is the most enjoyment I've ever gotten out of a bonus track in my life.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
This is another one about her and Joe.
Okay.
It's I love this one. I love the way she sings the chorus, "Take me to the lakes where all the poets went to die.
Yeah.
I don't belong, and my beloved neither do you." I think. Did you hear that knocking?
I did. I think it's the ghouls again. We have a bit of a ghoul
the
infestation.
gabagool.
Not the gabagool.
Okay.
We got rid of him a long time ago.
There's just like dripping spaghetti sauce everywhere they go. There's a trail like
Marinara, wherever he goes.
You always know where
man.
it is.
I'm the gabagool. I'm gonna
gabagool.
get you.
This track is very solid, I will say. I don't
Yeah.
have like a ton to say about it, but just
Yeah.
again, the orchestral elements, they work so well. And like as a bonus track, it still gave me a lot of enjoyment, I
Yeah,
think.
it feels like a classical piece almost, which I enjoy.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a good deluxe song.
It doesn't need to be on there, but
but
it adds a
is.
little
Yeah.
extra.
It's just romantic. I think it's a romantic song in like the oddest way to put a romantic song.
Yeah.
I do like the line, "A red rose grew up out of ice frozen ground with no one around to tweet it."
Ooh.
Love that. Love that. Fuck you.
Well said. And that transitions us beautifully into our final thoughts. So, Amanda, what did you think of Folklore by Taylor Swift?
I have a hard time picking my favorite albums by her, as I mentioned before, but Folklore and Evermore, I put them together.
Yeah.
Makes
They
sense.
might be like my favorite. It was a very big risk of her to switch genres
Yeah.
so randomly.
Especially at like a weird time
Yes.
in the world.
But I feel
too.
like it was the perfect move, especially, So it was well done. It was brilliant.
Especially after Lover, because that was super pop.
Yeah.
Super. So it was great. But overall, I love this album. I think it shows Taylor Swift growing as a musician and a songwriter.
And a person.
And yes,
Yeah.
and a person. She just keeps impressing me with her ability to make you feel like you are a part of the story and, just feeling like you're in it with her. And I just think this album drives all her ideas home. I love it. I would recommend this album to anybody I come across. I just did. Like Saturday night. Literally just did. My best friend's
And right
wife.
now.
Yeah, and right now. Like, I think it's great.
What would you give it out of 10? Put it on a tier list?
I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
Nice.
And I feel like people might think that because I'm biased, but no, I think it's a 10 out of 10. And on a tier list, Like is like SAB.
Yeah.
S for sure.
Solid.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, what did you think of Folklore?
This album's pacing overall is amazing. Like, I was so impressed. Like, I will admit, in the very beginning, I was not, like, the first track, I did not like as much as the opener on Evermore.
Yeah.
Evermore's opener, in my opinion, I liked, like, a little bit more, but it was still solid. But then the album just really hooked me, like, through and through. Like, she has this amazing way of describing all and, like, articulating all of her feelings in her music that just doesn't feel generic. And that is insane for a mainstream pop artist with like such a big following. There's also this like storytelling aspect in her songwriting that left my mouth like agape.
Yeah.
Like it's, I love the way she writes her lyrics. I see why people like her. She is a real artist. Her musicianship and just overall like songwriting prowess and like her overall like intuition of what works like sound wise and like instrument wise. It deserves every ounce of praise from her fans. And honestly, people who aren't like Taylor Swift fans, like, you know, outright or whatever, they really should give this album a try because this is quite a nice like change of pace from a lot of other stuff that I've listened to. Even from like, if we're talking the same sort of demographic with like Olivia Rodrigo and Renee Rapp, this feels like those like same kind of energy, but like with a lot more emotional maturity. So
and experience.
I love the smooth but effective production choices, and I love the way she carries herself in the album and how she discusses themes of like heartbreak, melancholy, romance, but also like nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like she has this way of writing lyrics. Like she's probably like done very well like financially from like all this stuff. Don't get me wrong. But she's able to write as if she's still like one of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's just insanely like impressive to still do.
Yeah.
She's able to sort of like get on everybody's level and find common ground with her songwriting. So I was thoroughly impressed. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Maybe even like, I'll even like raise it like 9.2.
Nice.
I'm saying like A tier.
Yeah.
B plus tier minimum. But I'm willing to stay at A tier.
Cool.
All right.
I also really enjoyed Folklore. I was extremely impressed because I wasn't too sure what to expect, but I was blown away by the results. I will say, I think after listening to Evermore, I liked Folklore a little less, but we'll get into that later. I just really like how intimate just the entire album is. Everything has this like really like soft and delicate vibe, but with lyrics that just like bite and just like have so much impact, which is really impressive. As Matt said, as a songwriter, and both of you have said, as a songwriter, she's brilliant.
Yes.
It's just like speaking about like concepts and themes that everyone can relate to, but also in a way that's unique to herself, as well as just like crafting stories, both fictional and nonfiction, that are just really engaging to listen to. Instrumentally, it's very interesting hearing the different kind of styles she tries, and while they never detract from the overall vibe, they're different enough to give them their own identity. So I'm gonna give this a B plus, solid B plus.
What out of 10?
Give this about an 8.5 out of 10.
I like it.
Yeah. But family heads, as you know, on this show, we talk about 2 albums, not just one. So let's talk about our second album, Evermore, by Taylor Swift. Matt, take it away.
Evermore was released on December 11th, 2020. It was produced in the studios Kitty Committee in Los Angeles, Long Pond in Hudson Valley, Scarlett Pimpernel, I think, in London, and Ariel's, oh my God, I do not know how to pronounce that, Rechtshaid?
In the description, it goes.
Yeah, apologies. It's another place in Los Angeles, so I mean. But it was produced through Republic Records, and it was produced by Aaron Dessner, Taylor Swift herself, Jack Antonoff, and Bryce Dessner.
Aaron Dessner is my Lord and Savior. He's great.
What else has he done?
I don't know. Taylor Swift stuff.
But he's fucking epic.
He actually just worked with Ed Sheeran on Ed Sheeran's recent album.
That's a shame.
I thought the same thing.
Don't slander Eddie like that.
I don't like Ed Sheeran. I'm sorry, Amanda.
I actually have not listened to an album since Divide. But
my opinion of Ed Sheeran kind of has faltered a little bit since Revival.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Like
Eminem's Revival.
I used to really like Ed Sheeran, but then I listened to Revival and I was kind of like, okay,
nah.
maybe I should rethink some things. But anyway.
him and Taylor Swift are really good friends.
I'm so sorry, Taylor.
You're talking Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
I thought you meant Eminem.
I mean, I don't know.
I would still be sorry, Taylor.
All right, shall we dive in?
Yeah, let's kick this thing off with album opener Willow, a track I didn't like initially, but the more I listened to it, I really liked it.
I actually like this track opener a lot better than the
one.
Folklore.
I agree.
Like, in my opinion, like nothing against the one.
Yeah.
But I just really like the piano and like
The reggaeton beat it has, the boom, I was not expecting
Yeah,
that on this
yeah.
album, but it
No.
works surprisingly well.
this is one that I also found like through TikTok before, like
Oh, yeah.
yeah, or the Instagram reels. And like, I don't know, just I love how what was the thing you said? Atmospheric yet suffocating or whatever. Like I felt like in this song too. Like you could really just feel it. And I love how it's consistent even from the last album.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good opener. Definitely a kind of pace change in a way from like the one.
And honestly, from a lot of folklore.
Yeah. I think it definitely sets the tone really well for Evermore because Evermore is the sister album, so it's not going to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
But it's still in the same vein. So I think it's good. She had said that Willow was her idea for the song was like this kind of like witchy atmosphere and like, you know, like trying to like cast a spell in a way.
The
I
fall,
love that. Yeah.
the forest.
Exactly. And spoiler alert, her performance of this is crazy. I really like it. Like she
Dressed up as like a full witch, flies out on a broomstick.
I'd be for it.
So would I. That'd be
she
cool.
got the mixing pot on
Yeah, she's like
stage.
pouring like cauldrons of like goo on her on the audience.
toil, and trouble. But anyway, we should probably get back to
sorry,
the
yeah,
album.
sorry.
That was my fault. But anyway, Willow is a great opener track, and I just like the message of the song.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just really like cute in a way. Like I also did like the line that's like, every bait and switch was a work of art,
Yeah.
and like, hey, that's my man. I like that. My boyfriend's favorite line is, but I come back stronger than a '90s trend.
That was the one I didn't like actually.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'm indifferent.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Oh man,
A little too on the nose for me personally.
what '90s trend do you think?
Pogs.
No hesitation.
I really hate how quickly you just said that.
No hesitation.
Anyway, anything else to really say about Willow?
I like how it has more of an emphasis on acoustic guitars rather than piano, and I like
Yeah.
how that's like a consistent thing on this album.
I like the beginning
Yeah.
opening how it's like
No, for sure.
like
It's
that.
it's great.
All right, now we move on to Champagne
I
Problems.
can't believe this is track 2.
That's fair. The imagery on the song is like really vivid, and I like that a lot.
Can I start with this?
Amanda,
Absolutely.
fucking go off.
This is my favorite Taylor Swift song of all time.
Really?
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
I'm obsessed with this song. I highlight lines in the songs on my notes that like I think are almost every line is highlighted. I think this is just the piano is gorgeous.
It
Yes.
really is.
It sets the tone of the whole song, and the story behind it is just like, you know, a champagne problem is kind of like it's a first world problem. in
Yeah,
a way, right?
rich white person problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, but like, you know, they broke this person's heart, and then saying like, I gotta find it. Like your mom's ring in your pocket, my
Sister
picture in your wallet.
Paid the bottle.
Yeah, like your sister splashed out on
Yeah.
the bottle and no one's celebrating. I think it's like so heartbreaking. I love the first 2 lines. It's you booked the night train for a reason so you could sit here in this hurt.
Yeah.
Like, huh. And then I'm gonna go off. I love this song. I'm sorry. And then the bridge is crazy. Like your Midas touch on the Chevy door, November flush, and you found a cure. Like, that's crazy. But the best song the best line in my opinion is, sometimes you just don't know the answer till someone's on their knees and asks you. She would have made such a lovely bride. What a shame she's fucked in the head, they said. And I love this song from top to bottom. I think it's great. Vocally, I think her voice sounds really good on it. I think the instruments, it's just a simple piano. I think that's great. And I love it. Number 1 Taylor Swift song for Amanda.
That is very interesting to hear. I would never expect like this song specifically, but that's cool.
I love it.
It's very interesting. This I love how it uses the good old fashioned, if you want to get technical with it, it's got the 1-5-6-4 chord progression that's used in a lot of pop songs. Like you can hear it in like Jason Mraz's like I'm Yours. You can hear it in oh God, what was the other example I had?
Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
Talk Dirty to Me. Yeah, same. No, but the 1-5-6-4 chord progression is like a very popular
Yeah.
like pop like
Yes.
thing. I like it though. it has like a basic like
structure,
Yeah.
but like at the same time, it's
the story that she tells is like really interesting, and like you just like picture everything based on her descriptions too.
Yeah, I have like a story in my
Yeah.
head and a picture in my head like of how this is going down.
Yeah.
I like that she makes an Elvis reference to the one for the money, two
Yep.
for the
Yeah.
I was like,
I see what you're doing, Sailor.
It's just I love it. Spoiler alert, when she sings What a Shame She's Fucked in the Head, like the whole crowd
Yeah.
like screamed it. It was great. It was just so cathartic in a way. I'm like, yeah.
Going back to our Elizabeth episode, that's a Halsey line. I got it. Full
She would be
circle.
proud.
She would be proud.
Proud.
But maybe not, because I've talked shit about Melanie Martinez like the past 3 episodes.
honestly, valid.
Also very valid.
Anything else to say about champagne problems?
No, I'm good.
No?
All right, then let's rush into this golden track right here.
My fucking boy.
Gold Rush, track number 3. Oh my goodness.
Go birds, go birds, go birds, go birds, go birds.
Oh man. Like there's like this whole like EDM kind of thing in
Yeah.
the beginning, and I'm like, Jesus, whoa.
Isn't
like
it great?
yeah.
The opening is like, whoa,
It's
what's,
weird,
what is this?
but it's
yeah,
cool.
It's good. It works.
Yeah, this song grew on me a lot.
Shout out to Todd Howard.
I like
it
this
just
one.
works.
It just-
It just works.
Thank you, Todd.
There's a few things about this track that I really like. One thing, another chord progression that I thought was really interesting. I like how it ends up going to like G major, D major, and then to A major.
Yeah.
It's just a very weird, like, I was not expecting that, but it works. Like, it felt almost like a key change. Like, every single time it would, like, go there,
Yeah.
but, like, not quite.
Yeah.
And I think that was really, really interesting. Also, the song is just so relatable.
Yes.
It's so relatable. With your hair falling into place like
dominoes.
dominoes.
I love the chorus of
love
the song
that.
so much.
I love that so much. It's the whole song is like basically about like daydreaming of like a relationship, but like it won't happen. 'Cause
Yeah.
then it fades into the gray of her day old tea. Like that's crazy. I love that hair falling into place like dominoes.
Just like the flow of that lyric is so satisfying.
Yeah.
right. With my Eagles t-shirt hanging from the door.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go
She
Birds.
confirmed it at the concert. I love the line, my mind turns your love into folklore. I adore that line so much.
We like a little title drop.
Yeah, right? She's plugging herself. Yeah, like the beginning, it's just, I feel like every set of lines is a different
Yeah,
shift
it feels
in the
so
song.
different,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they do connect really well.
It's just, it just works. I like this one. This is definitely a favorite of mine on the
Yeah, this one grew on me a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say too about that.
Next up, we have "'Tis the Damn Season."
My God, the
Yeah.
beginning of this song is so strong.
I
Like, oh my goodness. I also love the production choices on this track in
Yes.
particular. You got the hi-hat in like the right ear,
And the toms the pan through the channels.
and then like the bass beat in the left or
Yeah.
whatever. And then like, I don't know, like I also love how the bass riff is like in the middle, but it like syncs up with like in the
Yeah.
left. Like so many things about this one. I'm just like, wow, I might have ADHD.
I also love how like ominous the riff feels.
Yes.
Yes,
Like, yeah, it's-
yes. You know what? Like when I first heard this song and I heard the beginning of it, with just the instruments, I'm like, is this gonna be like a good song or like a bad song? Like what's going on? Is she gonna like say
Taylor,
fuck
what's
you?
wrong?
Like what's going on? But like it's so good. And fun fact, this album has 2 people in it, and like the Imagine. There's
Yeah.
2 songs that like tie in it. It's I don't think the boy has a name, unless I didn't read it somewhere.
Dorothea is the girl, or is that
No, Dorthea is
Yeah.
the girl, and then the guy. So
man?
we'll call him Man.
Man, not to be
This-
confused with the man,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, that's a good
I
song.
know.
Oh, I'm so proud of
I'm
you.
learning.
I'm so proud of you. This is Dorothea singing.
Okay.
In a way.
Okay.
This is
Yeah,
her
that's
song.
right.
Yes.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So, I love this song. It's fall, so like I think Evermore and Red own fall
Mm-hmm.
as the season.
Did we say the name of the song?
Yes,
We did say the name of the song?
I believe so.
Okay.
If not, it's "'Tis the Damn Season."
Because I realized
Write
like
this down.
okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm just having some short-term memory loss.
It's okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
I also love the name of the song, "'Tis the Damn Season." Like,
Yeah.
I like that. But fun fact, before she announced this album, she had posted a story on her Instagram, and it was like a photo of her. I guess it was like a photo shoot she had done, and in the top left corner, very small, it just says "'Tis the Damn Season." I'm like, oh, that's funny, Taylor, because it really is winter. Like it is the season. Like a good one.
And then she was like,
Literally, I was like,
marketing.
yeah, right. I was like, oh, that's good. I like that. And then I saw this. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh,
Taylor,
shit.
you
I was
sly
like,
dog,
you fucking got me. You got me.
Man, like the Jack Antonoff, like, you know, energy.
Antonophisms.
Yeah, the influence is real on this one.
Yeah.
This one really reminds me of like Gone Now. Like it kind of gives me the same energy as like Hate That You Know Me, just like a
Yeah.
little bit.
That's fair.
Just in terms of the way that like everything feels so scattered, but it all kind of comes together at the very end. Like, no, I can very much see why he would want to work with her based off of like the creativeness behind it.
Yeah, they click very well together.
They do.
Yeah.
Also, this is one thing that people don't really talk about. I like to look sometimes when I'm listening to albums all the way through. I like to pick a song and just see, does the vibe match the cover
Yeah.
of the album? This song really just matches the cover of the album.
Yes.
I love the way that it's just her turned around, looking into the far like fall, like mid-fall.
Trees.
Yep.
With flannel cardigan. I also like how Folklore and Evermore kind of like switch the perspective.
Yeah.
Where like Taylor's in the background on Folklore, but she's in the foreground on Evermore.
Yeah.
The full front.
And the full front.
I really like this. I like the chorus, you know, you can call me babe for the weekend, 'tis
Yeah.
the damn season. Like, you know, she's coming back home, like, so might as well do my side fling.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But I think it's deeper. I think like you actually do like that person, but you're not gonna like admit it because you're so busy with work or whatever. But no, this song from top to bottom, again, I really like it
Yeah.
for sure.
And now we move on to Tolerate It.
This track impressed me. Now, AJ, I might need to get a second opinion on this, but I'm pretty sure this might be in 5/8.
Family heads, we're going to check that right now. Be right back. So it's 5/4.
Okay, I got the subdivision wrong, but like, yeah. I just thought like, god damn, what a fucking fun creative
know.
choice, especially for like a piano-driven song.
Yeah.
I love that a lot. But sorry for all my music theory heads out there in the family album. I messed it up. It was every fourth beat gets the measure.
You're cut. That's
All right.
It's over,
You're
guys.
Sorry, should I
Amanda's the new co-host.
Should I pack my things, AJ, or like?
I mean, Nate's already stole a bunch of them already, so
damn
you're
it.
probably halfway out.
Did he take the waffle maker?
He did take the waffle maker. I understand your pain.
That was like a Millennium Falcon waffle. That cost me like $900.
You paid $900 for a waffle maker?
Anyway, Tolerate It is a great track. I love how she played with the meter, like for sure.
Yeah.
Like this is like a legendary move because this is like I would imagine this is like the first Taylor Swift song that like messes with the meter.
I could see it.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not an expert on Taylor Swift.
Neither am I, but
That'll
like,
be the question of the week. Are there any songs that use different time signatures than 4/4 before Tolerate It? Leave your responses in the feedback box below.
So this song, well, can I just preface? I love how like I look at the lyrics and you guys like dissect
the music.
the music.
Yeah.
I think this is a good balance.
Yeah, I'm not a lyrics guy. Like I've said that like on the podcast a bunch, but like some like lyrics like stand out to me, but I'm mostly focused on the music.
Yeah. So I'm the other way around.
Yeah.
I think I know music theory, and then I just say stuff, and AJ kind of fact checks to see if it's right.
No, I love that because you guys are saying things that I never would have noticed before, really. So now, like when I go back and listen,
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh,
That's
yeah.
the glory of this podcast. We have all these different perspectives that help us look at music differently.
Yeah.
Except Tom's. We don't really
Except
value
Tom.
his whatsoever.
We don't want to turn.
Pokemon,
We don't want to turn out like Tom.
gotta catch 'em all.
The 9-minute pokey rap. Anyway, what were you saying, Amanda?
This song is a top contender for me.
As a
I
favorite.
would agree
Yeah,
wholeheartedly.
It's just extremely. The inspiration for this song actually came from a book that Taylor had read.
Oh, okay.
So it's just, I mean, it's real,
Yeah.
but like, it's not like any personal experiences from her.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think it is, get fucked.
Get nay, dude.
So I just like think there's a very common theme between Folklore and Evermore with a lot of the songs, like the messaging and
Yeah.
whatnot. So like, I feel like Mad Woman and this can kind of coincide with one another.
Interesting. Okay.
I love the bridge, obviously, because she's the queen of bridges.
Also, like her vocal delivery in that bridge.
yeah,
So
yeah.
nice.
I would agree.
Like, and then the line, I sit and listen, I polish plates until they gleam and glisten. And then another line, what would you do if I break free and leave us in ruins? Took this dagger in me and removed it. Gain the weight of you and lose it. Believe me, I could do it. Damn. That's,
Damn.
I love those lines. Like, I just think, you know, somebody is just tolerating your love and like, you don't deserve that.
Yeah.
Like, so now you're just like, so what would you do if I left?
It's like that Bare Naked Lady song. I forget what it's called.
Wait, which one? Like which one are you referring to?
The bridge. Oh, what the fuck is it called?
Dude, what's like in the lyrics?
I don't remember, Matt. I'm not a lyrics guy.
Think harder. Is it hair
But
shirt
how am I
woven?
not that one.
From your brown hair?
It's the better one.
That's the best one, AJ. What
How
is
am
it?
I supposed to something in a fucking bare naked lady?
Evan just like shriveled up and died a little bit.
I forget what that one's called. All right, not important. Listen to that episode.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
This song, what I really love about it, this one's very Jack Antonoff coded.
Yeah.
This reminds me of a song that he had on his first studio album with Bleachers, Strange Desire. It's a song that featured the artist Grimes.
Oh, Elon Musk's ex-wife?
Yeah.
Nice.
Their son is a fighter jet. But anyway, no, so
He transforms, actually, yeah.
He's a Decepticon for sure.
I am Optimus Musk.
I am Zyle.
Optimus Prime. Oh my God. Found our reel.
Yep, there we go. Hey, we got one.
Anyway, so no, this one just with the 8-bit beat underneath, like the really techno beat, like it's definitely like a different tempo.
Yeah.
But there's a song on Strange Desire that he does with Grimes. It's called Take Me Away. And it very much reminds me of that. And I wrote, very Grimes. But also the usage of strings on this track.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
It's
I was so like, just like floored. Like I couldn't believe it.
thank you, Jack and Aaron Desner.
Thank you guys.
You did it again.
Did it again. Yeah, no, this is great.
Yeah. Now we move on to one of not my favorite track on the album, Nobody No Crime.
okay.
I love this song.
This was so good. This felt like almost a nod to like Carrie Underwood's songwriting and song
I
structure.
got some like Johnny Cash vibes
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
You don't want to listen to this song when you're driving because it starts out with sirens. And,
Yeah.
you think it's Dakota.
Looking over your
Yeah,
shoulder like, oh
literally.
God.
Like, oh my God.
The studio imagery is great though.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love how people are like, I love how Taylor Swift wrote a song about murdering somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's
like,
cathartic.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, Esty is, so Haim is featured in this, and I'm pretty sure one of the girls in Haim is named Esty.
Okay.
I will fact check that right now.
I think I've only listened to one Haim song.
I don't know who Haim is.
They're a pretty good
Esty is
artist.
One of
Okay.
the girls in Haim.
I've only listened to one of their songs though, but from what I listened to, I was like, this is pretty tight.
Nice.
I think Bastille actually did like a collab with them.
Oh.
Maybe cut that out because I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just good. I like how it's like Esty is a friend of mine. We meet up every Tuesday
Yeah.
for dinner and
Dinner
a glass
with
of
wine.
Her husband's acting differently, and it smells like infidelity. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I just like the
They did. They did
stay in the
collab.
episode.
They did collab. It's off of one of their EPs called what is it called?
to steal or not to steal.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry, Amanda. Continue.
No. You're good. You're good. I was just looking through my notes because I got lost.
I like the imagery on this album. I also just love how the story kind of like gets flipped on its head at the end.
Oh, yeah, I
where
love
it's-
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
They think I did it, but they just can't prove it.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Also, shout out to Olive Garden.
Oh
Yes.
my God,
Yeah.
no! I love Olive Garden.
You know, as an Italian man, I've come around to Olive Garden. Is it the best? Absolutely not.
I drag AJ there all the time.
That is true. We do have monthly meetup dinners at Olive Garden.
Yeah, it's great.
It is very fun.
So
What, Matt? What?
yeah, I'm sorry, Matt. I just realized
It's okay. I was just about Olive Garden. Just keep going.
there are endless breadsticks though.
That's true.
There was spoiler alert. Haim was an opener. She had like 4 different openers that throughout the span of the Eras tour, and Haim was the last one to join. So when when they joined, they added this song obviously in everyone's set list, so they had to take a song out. They got rid of "'Tis the Damn Season."
Oh, that's a shame.
I would have been very upset. Thankfully, I got "'Tis the Damn Season." But
I mean, I would have been a happier boy.
yeah, you would have been happier. Yeah, it's not that the song is bad. I just love "'Tis the Damn Season."
That makes sense.
But yeah, no, looked like a lot of fun. They're good friends, so like they were just having fun with it.
Nice.
But
I love the vibe of this track. Like the instrumentation's great. It's like classic,
I
like
the way she sings
country.
it. Yeah, like SD's a friend, and then like in the chorus where she's like, "I think she did." it. Yeah, it's just good.
It's nice. All right.
I'm sorry.
Matt. Be my guest.
But Amanda's the guest.
Take it over.
This song feels like you're about to have like a duel at dawn.
Oh yeah,
and I'm ready.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Anybody want to have a duel, guys? My only thing I was just gonna say is that I wish the guitar was just a little bit more, but honestly,
Yeah.
it's good for what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. On to Happiness. Now, Matt, is this a track that has happy in the title that is good?
Yes.
Nice.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
We
It
found
reminds me of All Eyes on Me by Bo Burnham.
Okay.
And amazing. I love that song because that song has lived beyond the special even.
Yeah.
It's just become like almost an EDM classic in the internet world. But like there is a line in here, there'll be happiness after you, but there is happiness because of you.
Yeah.
God
I like that
damn,
a
man.
lot.
But then like the synthesizer is immaculate.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
incredible.
A lot of people say that this is her most mature song in a relationship standpoint, and I can understand why. I
definitely see that.
Like, there will be happiness after you, but
Yeah.
there was happiness because of you. That's really good.
Just like looking at the relationship from all angles is very mature.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I also love just how ethereal the music sounds.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. I like the line like, you haven't met the new me yet. There will be happiness after me.
Yeah.
And then before that, it's like, sorry, I can't see facts through all of my fury. Like, she did it again.
I like the production overall on this record more than Folklore, but I will say I still like Folklore for what it is, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I just
Definitely.
like this one a little bit better because I feel like this one has just tracks that hit so
Agreed.
hard.
Yeah.
But like, this is definitely one of my favorite tracks on the record, if not my favorite. It just feels so well rounded, and her sense of understanding sound, yet again, and just what works is incredible. I also love how the beat comes in at like around minute
dude,
3.
with those
Yeah.
fucking 16th notes, bro.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. My brain can't take it.
There was a lyric on here that I mentioned earlier, but this is the one that I was like, oh, this is fucking brutal. But now my eyes leak acid rain on the pillow where you used to lay your head.
Yes, that's
damn.
heart wrenching.
Brother.
That's right in the gut.
Holy shit.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I also like the line, across our great divide, there is a glorious sunrise.
Yeah.
That's
It's nice.
this song has a lot of lyrics in it, like when I'm like scrolling
Yeah.
through, but like they're really good. Like
They're so good.
she's a mastermind.
Miss Swift, she can do it all.
She can do it all.
Anything else to say about Happiness? A track that has happy in the title and
Is also good.
it's the first one. I mean, I don't know if like AJ's told you. I mean, if you want to know, ladies and gentlemen,
Listen to
to
episode 2.
Ayo.
I realize there is not a single song that has like happy or happiness in the title where I've like
Enjoyed.
enjoyed. Like Ed Sheeran's Happier, I've hated. Bastile's Happier,
Yeah,
I've
Happier
hated.
by Ed Sheeran.
Olivia Rodrigo.
And Olivia
You should
Rodrigo's
listen
Happy.
to My Happy Ending by Avril Lavigne.
Okay. I like Avril Lavigne overall, so I feel like I also like her genre a lot. So
Yeah.
I feel like I could really be behind that. But yeah, this one is up on the list. Definitely,
Nice.
it's the front runner so far.
Good.
Hell
good.
yeah.
Love that.
All right, moving on to the next one. We have Dorthea. I like this one a lot.
I
Me
like this one
too.
too. I like the way she sings it. She's like,
Yeah.
Dorthea.
Just that nice like shuffle. It's so cute.
Yeah.
I also love how this one sounds like her older material, but it's just
Yeah.
about something that's like so beyond her older material.
Yep,
Like
yep.
that was a nice little nuance, and I feel like that was definitely intentional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I just love like because "'Tis the Damn Season" was Dorthea singing.
Yeah.
Now this is the
man.
singing about Dorthea.
This is man.
Hello, man. Hello, Dorthea.
I really like the line. It's never too late to come back to my side. I think
Yeah.
that's really sweet.
I love like her flow of the chorus with like the 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Like it
Yeah.
sounds like an old Rod Stewart song, but I can't remember like what it's called. But I just love that flow of lyrics. It's so like satisfying and so like just nice to
Yeah,
hear.
absolutely. Taylor like said there was no continuation of the Betty Inez James storyline, but this one has like a new one. So
Yeah, they all disappeared into the woods.
Yeah. Do whatever, you know.
Like a creepy
do what they
pasta.
will.
Just like
They just scurry on back.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no, this a lot of people speculated that this song is about Selena Gomez, but then there's like a crap ton of other people that people
Can't we
speculated.
just enjoy a song as its own thing?
Thank you.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
please.
These bitches are crazy.
I know.
Sorry I called you bitches, but you're crazy.
Why can't this just be like a fun fictional story about
Yeah.
someone named Dorthea and man?
Stop dissecting everything this woman does.
Also,
Yeah.
like, leave Selena Gomez alone, okay?
Yeah,
She's been through enough.
Yeah, she was in a
Exactly.
K-pop song. She's doing
But
great.
her and Taylor Swift are best friends.
They are. I was about to say,
love
yeah.
it, yeah. But I mean, like, if it's about her, okay, cute, I guess. But like,
I don't care. I like the
I don't
song
care.
not because of that.
Yeah, I like the man.
Yeah, I like man.
Oh, man. I love Selena Gomez.
She's very sweet. Yeah,
I
feel
think-
bad for her.
No, me too.
She's
Yeah.
been through a lot.
All
For
those
real.
Disney stars is just tragic.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
Matt, do you have anything else to add about Dorthea?
The piano throughout the entire track, I'm just a piano guy.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
So nice.
And this one is really just a testament, given the fact of how I said it sounds like her older material, like
Yeah.
musically. It's such a testament of how much she branched out from her last album alone, even
Yeah.
besides her career. It really feels like she's just genuinely enjoying the songwriting that
Yeah.
she's been able to put out
Yeah.
since. Like, I'm so happy that she's been able to break out of this box that her old labels and like,
Kanye
yeah,
put her in.
pretty much. So yeah, no, this is definitely up there for me. We honestly should just read you all the ones that I liked, because I liked most of the songs on all the albums.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the list after we're all done, I guess.
Nice. All right, next up we got Coney Island Bing Bong. This one's all right.
Featuring the National.
Featuring the National.
Yeah.
I don't know much about the National.
Neither do
Neither
I.
do I. All right.
All right, good, we're good.
I know Mike the Snare really likes them.
Oh, good.
And they
good.
just dropped 2 albums this year.
Interesting. I'll have to listen to some of them.
Yeah.
This is good. I just stuttered
all right.
right there. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
I
That's
just
okay.
I just stuttered.
Oh, we do dumb shit all the time. Oh my
God,
yeah.
I can't speak half the time on this podcast.
Yeah, no, that this is good. All right.
I have some things to say about it.
Yeah, go off.
Did I close my fist around something delicate? Did I shatter you? Those are 2 lyrics.
Are you asking me a
Yeah,
question?
no.
Or-
I mean, we can pose it as a question.
We'll find a Mythbusters. Am I made of glass?
It'd be pretty funny if you were made of glass.
I know,
since
it's
out of
ironic.
the 2 of us. But I do like the lyrical flow of this song. I think it's good. It's definitely not one that like I think I'm gonna come back around to listen to like all the
I
time.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy some stuff. Like I loved like the guitar string like plucks that happen
Yeah.
in the left and right channels. It's like cozy but cold at the same time.
I also like the line, "Sorry for not making you my centerfold." That's
Nice.
good. But like, yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about this one.
Not really. It's just like
Sorry
fine for
for
what
you
it is.
National fans out there. This, it's good.
all right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all right.
I may not turn it off if it comes on, but I
It
probably
might
won't
be a
seek it
skip.
out.
Yes.
It might. Yeah, it could be a potential skip on the mood I'm in.
Fair. All right, next up we have Ivy, and I like this one
I
too.
The
like
lyrics on this
Yeah,
one,
dude.
my house of stone, your ivy grows, and now I'm covered in
Yep.
you. What a such a visual, such a a vivid way to describe
Yeah,
that.
man.
Yep.
Like, oh my god.
And the old widow goes to the stone every day, but I don't. I just sit here and wait, grieving for the living. That's another.
I
good
love
one.
like just the medieval vibe of this
Yes,
track.
Yeah.
Like, the instrument
absolutely.
and just the imagery. It fits. This definitely fits like the album cover very well.
Yes. This song technically is about like husband and wife, but the wife is like seeing another man on the
Okay.
side because her husband is like horrible. So like when it says like he's gonna burn this house to the ground, like if he finds us out, like you know what I mean.
I see.
I personally think this is a hidden gem in the album.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is something that most people might not go seek out, but when they do, it's like
yeah,
oh,
this is up there for me. I like this one
is
a
very
lot.
good.
Me
It's a very
too.
good one. I remember like when the album came out, like I listened to this one, but I'm like, yeah, okay. But then like I went back to it a little while later, and I'm like, oh, okay, like
Yeah.
this is
It
good.
does kind
This
of
is a good
fuck,
one.
yeah.
It like blends her like old country stuff with like the Baroque folk of folklore very well, and it's just like this is like a really good style that Taylor Swift is doing, and I'm glad she's doing it.
I just can't fathom why people would want to box her in so much.
I don't know.
Because
Yeah.
like she's just a genius.
You just let her do what she wants.
for real.
Yeah,
like
seriously.
I mean, obviously, like, you know, you kind of like in the time where she came up, like in the music industry, you kind of had to climb the industrial, like, you had to scale the industrial buildings and stuff like that. So
literally,
yeah, quite.
I would like to say that this story is technically about an illicit affair. Get it?
We love our callbacks.
I love the parallels between Folklore and Evermore.
They're nice. They complement each other very well.
Yeah. Hence sister albums.
Yep.
I do like when it's like, and now I'm covered in you, like, from the Ivy. Like, that's
Genius.
I was just gonna say one last thing, just like music production wise. I think the bass drum in the song is just placed so perfectly. I like how it just kind of sometimes happens. Sometimes, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know what? Pop off.
Yeah, pop off, sis. Let's
Do what
go.
you want.
Pop off.
All right, on to Cowboy Like Me. I actually really like this song a lot too.
This reminds me of something off of The Car by the Arctic Monkeys.
Okay.
Like it has like a very similar sound.
Yeah.
But I also love the usage of like this is like one of the songs that has like the lower voice parts introduced. Like, goddamn.
I know.
It's nice.
Just like musically, it has like the sound of like a lone wanderer. Just like she's like on a horse, like clopping into town.
Yeah,
just like the pace.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, I didn't take a lot of notes on this one.
That's fair.
But, I mean, it's, again, not bad. Just
Yeah.
because, like, I say that, it doesn't mean I'm like, yeah, fuck this song. Like, no, it's good. I just, like, when she says, and you asked me to dance, but I said dancing is a dangerous game.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Also, like, again, the storytelling is really cool here about like this affair between like a cowboy and a cowgirl. They have like similar like roles as like con people, which is just like really cool.
She's really good at, like, placing a story, like No Body, No Crime.
Yeah.
And then like Cowboy Like Me, like making a story out of like
Fiction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just really good.
No, I agree. I really didn't write a whole lot about this song. Just like, I like how she went more rural, like sounding with the record.
Yeah.
And just the direction she took in. And again, I just kind of complimented her creative like ability and how it just sort of like blossomed since she was able to do her own thing.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, on to Long Story Short.
I like this one.
This one is very good.
This is one of my favorites. I like the way she sings it. I think it's very like it reminds me of Gold Rush in a way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean? The chorus is so much fun to sing. Like Puss from the Precipice, you know,
Yeah.
like I also really like if the shoe fits, walking it to your high heels break, and then the very end where it's like, and he's passing by, rare as a glimmer in the comet of a sky, and he feels like home. If the shoe fits, walking it everywhere you go. I like that a lot.
I guess like as like a theme of just talking about like the demonization of her in like the past, and
Yeah.
just like how she's dealt with that,
Yep.
and how she's doing better than that now.
Exactly.
I mean, especially fucking nowadays when Kanye's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. And like when she says, when I dropped my sword, I threw it in the bushes and knocked on your door. Like
She really was the anti-hero.
She was.
literally.
Like quite literally.
Yeah.
That
Which-
song has also grown on me. I'm not going to lie
That
to
song
you.
is very sad if you pick apart the lyrics.
Yeah.
It's extremely sad. But she just makes it fun with the production of
Yeah.
it.
Juxtaposition.
Like if she like made that song like Champagne Problems, it'd be
Yeah.
heartbreaking. But
But with fun poppy production, it's a hit.
This song, yet again, you can hear the Jack Antonoff influence,
Yeah.
like without a doubt. It sounds like "Let's Get Married" off of
Yeah.
"Gone Now," which is actually a track that's grown for me, like grown on me a little bit. Because I used to not really like it, but
Yeah.
I do like it a lot now, and I like this a lot now. Like the drums are really nice on this
They
track. I really like them, and just overall, I like the theme. Just she's just defending herself
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
all this like demonization, as you mentioned, Amanda.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, just all across the board.
It just sounds so hopeful too.
And I don't think I reached a point of fatigue with this album
Nope.
at all.
I agree.
Not at all.
Like,
It's because it's not as long as Folklore. I don't think. Wait, is it
Without the
actually-
bonus tracks,
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah. But I like the line where it's like, long story short, I survived.
Yeah.
That's sad, but I also like it. I think it's a hopeful message.
Yeah.
yeah.
All around good track. On to Marjorie. This one's really sad.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Watching it, seeing it live was like very emotional, but it's very good.
It's so good.
For those of you who might not know, this is about her grandmother. Her grandmother
Yeah,
was an
I figured.
opera singer, and at the very end of the song, like
Yep.
you could hear, like she
Operas,
actually has
yeah.
audio of her grandmother, and it's really, really cool.
I'm going to have to
very cool.
re-listen.
Yeah, it's I love the lines where it's like, never be so kind, you forget to be clever.
Yep.
Never be so clever, you forget to be kind. My favorite is never be so polite,
You forget your power.
Never wield such power, you forget to be
kept
polite.
polite. Yeah.
That's
And that's exactly what we said. Yep. And you can't disprove that because you're not here.
I don't know why, but watching you try to like say it at the same time was just like so funny.
We're like looking at one another like
The hive mind is not quite there yet. We'll get there though.
We'll get there. But I love this song. It's sad.
It's a
really
nice
sad.
tribute.
It's a very nice tribute.
Yeah.
Yes.
There aren't enough songs that talk about articulating grief.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, no matter how many are written, there just are not enough because grief is definitely something that has no proper way of like being handled. And I really just love like the insights that she has about all of like this, the person she lost. Like, it's such like a relatable thing because it's actually a Jack Antonoff song. Everybody lost somebody.
Exactly.
Because that's what everybody has in common. And that's like that's a pretty like breathtaking thing to think about. So like, the chorus is really fucking good. I like this one a lot because like I really, really relate to this one from like, all the losses I've had like in my life.
Yeah.
So it's just, I just love like, I love the whole motif that she has in the song of like the way she plays around with like the, she knows better, like that whole thing.
Yeah.
Like the whole way she's trying to say she knows better, but the feeling of Marjorie still being around is like the most relatable thing ever when it comes to like grief.
Yeah. And I like the very end where she's like, I know better, but I still feel you all around. That's just
Like the legacy lives on.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, seeing this live was really like it was intense, but it was good. Like it was a good intense, if that makes sense. So, but this is a good one.
Yeah.
Very good tribute.
I feel like if I was like a Taylor Swift, like a huge like diehard Taylor Swift fan, and I saw this live, I feel like I'd be in tears.
I was very close. What got me in tears, I went to the Mother's Day show, and the surprise song for us, one of them was The Best Day. It's off of Fearless. It is about her and her mom. And I can't listen to that song prior to seeing it, like, without crying. And so, like, when I watched it live, I just bawled my eyes out. I wish my mom was with me, but, like, it's very good. It's the same with this. Like, this is very good. A lot of people had one show, there was people who had like pictures, I guess, of like Taylor and her grandmother or something like that. And like they were right there. So when Taylor saw it, she was like, you know, it was
emotional.
Nice. Yeah, it was very sweet.
Damn.
Well, that gave me some closure.
Yeah.
AJ.
This is a good one. This is, I think, another hidden gem.
Yeah, the fucking drums on this track, it's like not expected, but it works very well. The very beginning
of the song, I'm like, whoa, what is going on?
It's like drastic shift, but it's really cool.
After Marjorie especially, it's like, whoa.
Oh, God.
Wipe those tears away.
Watch.
Don't bring Markiplier into this.
He doesn't need to be here.
FNAF.
Oh, man. Is she singing in some kind of like accent in this one? Like, there's like the way she's kind of
the way she says like, I understand what you're saying. I don't know. I think it's just like when she's like, yes, I got your letter. Yes, I'm doing better. It's just the way she's like saying it.
Just
I think.
emphasizing, I guess, some letters.
But it works.
I mean, the flow is great, but I also love how like the beat is so rugged.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it reminds me of mathematics on Floral Shop. Kind of.
Oh, yeah, I can see that a lot. That's a great track.
I love that album.
Me too. I got to re-listen to it. The album is, it's timeless. You can listen to this at any point.
Even though it's very much, like, grounded in aesthetic, it transcends that, which I love. But we already talked about Floral Shop. We're talking about Evermore by Taylor Swift.
Listen to episode 3
of the entire podcast.
Wow. We've been doing this for a long fucking time, AJ.
I know, man.
And hopefully we can keep doing it.
Exactly. We're locked in the studio, so we're not going anywhere anytime
That's true.
soon.
I haven't peed in a year.
I literally got locked out.
It's true.
No, like this is honestly, in my opinion, the most unique Taylor Swift song I think I've ever heard.
Yes, I agree.
Just the entire vibe. I got some American football vibes from this one a little bit.
Little math rock?
Yeah, just a little bit. Something, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was like with the...
It was probably when Taylor went...
Evermore. Oh, man. But something about... I don't know what it is, but just there's something about this song that like I can't place. It's like a certain je ne sais quoi or something like that.
Yeah.
That like I can't place, but like something about
it.
Yeah. I really like it.
It's very good. It's very different, which I like.
Good penultimate track.
It's a good change of pace.
Yeah.
In a way.
All right. And now we go to the closer of the base album, the title track, Evermore. Featuring your favorite, Matt, Bon Iver.
Yes. My boy.
Oh man.
How is it? Bonnie
Bonnie Bear.
Bonnie Bear. There should be like some kind of accent in that
Yeah,
name.
a little
Like, I
on
feel
the
like,
L.
yeah.
I guess he's just too good for the accent.
Get a new name. Let's go.
Get a new name. This, I did not even mind that it was 5 minutes.
I love this song. I love the way it's so much fun to sing. I love the way she sings it. I love the imagery. I love the metaphors. It's just Bon Iver is a very good a great feature again.
And it's different from Exile too, which
very
makes them like
different.
stand out like
he
against
sings
each other.
differently in this one, which is I like it.
It's nice.
Yeah. And like this one, first of all, it's the title track and it's deserving.
Yes.
It's so deserving because we've talked about how sometimes the title tracks do not live up.
Yes, they're awful.
It happens so often. And we've reviewed a lot of albums that do, unfortunately.
Some nights.
Give Me the Future by
Give Me the Future.
Bastille. I know there's more.
Yeah.
I know there's more. There's Evermore. But no, the thing is, this just lives up to the title track so well. I love the whole motif that she has with Bon Iver, that like the piano will play the melody and they sing what the piano is playing. I like that just nuance so much.
Yeah.
Very interesting feature for Bon Iver, without a doubt. Like definitely like interesting.
I would prefer his style of singing in Exile over Evermore.
I can see that.
But I still think it's a good fit.
Yeah.
I love the lines like, I replay my footsteps on each stepping stone, trying to find the one where I went wrong. I love that.
I like the one staring out an open window, catching my death.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's another good one.
Damn.
I also love, I rewind the tape, but all it does is pause on the very moment all was lost. That's another good one.
Bon Iver, what the fuck did you do to Taylor?
Literally, dude. Is there something we don't know about? Lore, Reddit.
I love the creative risks that were taken on this song, especially with the tempo change in the middle.
Yes.
Dude,
It was picking up speed, and I was like
it's almost
gripping
like
my
a totally
seat.
different song.
Yeah.
In the middle.
It's like an opus.
Yeah.
Like it's
like
like
a composition.
yeah.
Yeah.
I literally feel like it's like Bon Iver has entered the chat when it like changes tempo.
It's his moment.
It's true.
Yeah, literally. No, but it's good. And then it goes, as soon as it's done, it's like it goes back down to what it was. And I just love like when she's like, when I was shipwrecked, I thought of you. In the cracks of light, I dreamt of you. And then to get me through, I swear you were there. Like, and I love the way she sings it. It like slowly comes in like, you were there. Like, I thought you were there. It's like, oh, I love it. I love it.
Nice.
She really just like took all the energy and made a banger of a closer.
She did.
Yeah, it's good. I also like how when she sings the name of the song and she's like, the first time it's like, and I couldn't be sure, I had a feeling so peculiar, sorry, that this pain would be forevermore. And then at the end she's like, and I couldn't be sure, I had a feeling so peculiar, this pain wouldn't be forevermore. I like that. I like that a lot because I think it's like, you know, I take that as, you know, you might be going through it, but it won't be forever.
Yeah.
And this pain or this feeling won't stay forever.
Which is like a common theme all on both of these albums.
Yes.
It's just like growing from pain.
And everything will be okay. So, but yeah, the Evermore for sure deserves the title of the album.
As Weezer said, everything will be all right in the end.
I love myself some Rivers Cuomo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So that is the end of the base album, but there are two bonus tracks because we did Evermore Deluxe as well. The first one is Right Where You Left Me.
Oh, I switched it. I had It's Time to Go first.
I unfortunately did not have time to listen to the bonus tracks. I only listened to the base album, so I will leave these to you.
Okay.
I recommend Right Where You Left Me. It's one of her best songs.
Okay.
And
Good to know.
I personally think that. It's so fast paced.
Yeah.
It's a big tongue twister with lyrics. It's
Solid.
I love it. Like, she did this as a surprise song one of the nights, and I was hoping I would get it, but unfortunately I didn't. But she had said like she'd been practicing this song for weeks.
Did she play the banjo for it, or did she have like a band?
It was just her, and Aaron Dessner was there.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
So, and Aaron Dessner was there for another song too. But if he's there, like, you know something good's gonna get played.
Yeah.
So he was there, and I think they just played guitar.
Okay.
Maybe one of them had a banjo.
Damn, the fucking banjo on the song is so nice.
Yep.
The bass line also fucks very
Yep.
tight.
I just love the way she sings it. It's just so good when she's like, I'm still at the restaurant, still sitting in a corner I haunt.
Yeah.
Cross-legged in the dim light, they say, what a sad sight. It's so good. And then like, well, I'm not 23 anymore, but when she's still 23 inside her fantasy, how it was supposed to be. I'm like, well, I'm not 23 anymore, but I was the girl that lived in delusion.
Aww.
So this is one of her best songs. I rank it in the top 10 of
Damn,
Taylor
okay.
Swift songs.
Awesome.
Like, this is for sure. Me personally.
Yeah, I thought it was like solid. I felt like it didn't really need to be on the album. Like as a bonus track, I think it's fine. But I feel like it wouldn't really add much to the actual album.
See,
if I'm thinking,
I think that for It's Time to Go.
okay,
I think this could have fit in the album. But
I mean, I
think
agree.
It's Time to Go could have, it's on the deluxe, whatever.
yeah, I feel like It's Time to Go is just not as good as Right Where You Left Me.
Yeah.
But it's fine for what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a very sad song.
Yeah.
Which by the way, we're transitioning into It's Time to Go. The second
exactly.
deluxe track.
But it is cool how she's like talking about, I guess, like knowing like when you need to leave a bad situation to better yourself, and how she compares that to her label.
Yes.
Which is a very cool.
Which is crazy. Like 15 years, 15 million tears. That's deep. That's pretty. Begging till my knees bled. I gave it my all. He gave me nothing at all. Then wondered why I left.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Scooter Braun. Piece of shit.
All my homies hate Scooter.
Yeah, literally.
Not the Muppet. We love the Muppet.
I was about to say them.
We love the Muppet here, the family album.
Fun fact about Scooter from the Muppets.
Yes.
Paul, our first guest ever on the family album.
From our worst episode.
I actually have his contact photo as Scooter from the Muppets.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Because he reminds me of Scooter from the Muppets.
He does look exactly like Scooter. So if you ever wonder, family heads, what some of our guests look like, that's what Paul looks like.
And he can't even say anything because he won't listen to our podcast.
Exactly.
Well, and it's time to go,
Yeah. And that brings us to our final thoughts.
to the closure of Evermore.
Exactly.
Wow.
What a journey. Amanda, what did you think of Evermore by Taylor Swift?
I love it. I think it, fall, very fall-esque. So like today, the perfect rainy day is the perfect day to listen to this album.
In September.
It's perfect to coincide with Folklore. It definitely deserves to be the sister album. However, I think Folklore is the stronger album.
Interesting.
Which is really weird, I know, because there's a lot more songs on here that I think I like more, but I think cohesively, personally, I think Folklore might take the cake. Like when I hear Champagne Problems or Right Where You Left Me, or Long Story Short, I'm like, oh god damn, this is good. But then when I get into songs like Coney
Willow
Island
or Nobody No Crime,
I'm like, I don't know. Like it's very weird. I go back and forth with this all the time. So I'll say this, and then 5 weeks from now, I'll be like, what the fuck?
Actually, like Evermore. Yeah.
But if I gave this, I'd give it a 9 out of 10, and I would place it in my A tier.
Nice.
Which is definitely
still good.
I feel weird saying that even now because I know this album is extremely strong. But that's just personally how I think.
That's fair.
But it has Champagne Problems, so that's the deciding factor for a lot.
Heck yeah.
All right, Matt. Final thoughts?
This album's variety of music is something to marvel at. Genuinely, I'm amazed at how this album is not even in my demographic market, but I relate to so much of her lyricism and vibe so much with her tone.
Yeah.
The record's pacing, in my opinion, is even better than Folklore's. I think it's definitely because
there's more diversity,
and it's only 15 for the bass track.
Yeah.
So that definitely helps. She wrote all these tracks that span and take from all sorts of genres, and that is one of the most impressive things I can say about this record as a whole.
Yeah.
She genre bends, even in Folklore too, but in this one, she really pushes the boundaries of the genre and really explores indie pop so much, and really just pushes it to the absolute limit, I feel without it being so I don't know, tacky sounding.
Yeah.
So I really, really appreciate the fact that she can just effortlessly genre bend. I've never seen that done so smoothly in any other artist, maybe except Ween.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
Even then they kind of make a whole show about it. She was just so consistent still with it. That's what I think is so amazing about it. The closer alone really demonstrated how much she's progressed and grown from being in the business, stuck in there, and finally being given the chance to do things her way. And I think that's what's so admirable about this and Folklore. I feel I like Evermore more than Folklore, but Folklore is still great because Folklore is the older sister who's been through some shit, and you know what I mean? And she supports the younger sister, which is Evermore,
who's going through shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that analogy.
And they definitely are sister albums, and I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
And they kind of bounce off each other and reference each other very, very well.
Yeah.
And I'm just an overall fan. I didn't write a ranking for this in my notes, so I'm going to give it to you right now.
Nice.
I believe I gave Folklore, if I'm not mistaken, from how long we've been recording.
Yes.
My short-term memory loss. I'm definitely gonna not even just say like B+ tier minimum. I'm keeping this an A tier.
Nice.
I think it's like really, really good. It's some really strong stuff. It's definitely in A tier, no doubt about it. And I'll give this like a few points higher just because I very much vibed with the material more on this one. I'll say like 9.5, maybe 9.6 out of 10.
Nice, man.
I like that.
All right. Basically everything that I didn't really like about Folklore is improved on Evermore.
Okay.
There's a lot more musical diversity. I like just the storytelling is a lot more like vivid, I feel like.
Yes.
On songs like No Body, No Crime and like Dorthea and Ivy. And just the vibe. I think it just captures fall better. I will say I think Folklore is the more consistent album tonally, but I feel like Evermore's more interesting. But they are very similar, and I do like them both. So yeah, basically everything good I had to say about Folklore, put it to Evermore, increase that because it's even better. I'm gonna give this an A tier as well, probably like a 9.2 out of 10.
All right. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because I know, like Matt mentioned in the very beginning, like when you hear I like Taylor Swift, it's like, ugh. Like that. I feel like
There's a stigma.
These albums, I feel like, kind of switch that.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just not. It's not just like I don't know about you.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. It's totally like mature. It's like
It really is.
you've been through shit. You know.
For real.
So.
All right. Well, I guess that'll just about do it for this special guest episode of the Family Album, this spooky guest episode. Amanda, thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a blast.
Of course.
Thank you for choosing these albums for us to listen to. I would have never have chosen to listen to Folklore or Evermore in full, but I'm so glad that I did. Like, oh my goodness. I've been missing out, I feel like a little bit.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it because it can be tough sometimes to listen to Taylor Swift if you're not like a huge fan.
Yeah, already in there.
I'm glad like that you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I recommend these albums to anybody.
I agree.
All right. Well,
I'm so sorry. Just one thing I forgot to mention that was in my notes. I'm so sorry, AJ.
No, you're good. I gave Matt the death stare after he said that.
It almost like I heard the Metal Gear Solid like thing. No, but what was it? I was just gonna say this is a great. If you like these albums a lot, definitely consider listening to Lana Del Rey's Did You Know There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard.
Okay.
Was quite a fan of that album, and they have a very similar vibe to them.
Okay.
That one's a lot more experimental in places, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Put it on the list.
All right. Now, I guess that'll do it for this week's episode of The Family Album. As always, I'm your host, AJ Tenari.
I'm Matt Glass.
I'm Amanda.
Thanks for listening, Family Heads. We will see you next week with Tom Hates Albums.
Peace.
You want to do anything?
Oh, I don't know. This is on the spot.
Bye.